I never want to turn the music off when it's that track. It's such a good track. Okay, that one's really good as well. I like that one. It's always random whenever I press the button. I'm not sure which one I'm going to get, but those two are my favorites. I hear them sometimes when I wake up at night. Just in my head, I just hear the music. It's very catchy. Considering I only listen to it when you listen to it at the start of streams, it's weird how it gets in your head. Anyway, hello. We already have Fall Guy here and Beans. Hello, Beans. God, Beans, I thought that you might be off playing the new Helldivers update. Has it dropped yet, or is it about to drop? It's like, it's now, or it's in an hour or something. I considered playing it today, but you know, it's been quite a week, and I didn't want to have to get it all set up and play with all random strangers, so I figured I'll play it on Tuesday when I can play it with all of you guys. And if there are any major issues with the update, they'll probably have fixed it over the weekend. So, for those who don't know, it'll be Helldivers next Tuesday, and today is a new Warbond, like a content pack where they release new armor and new weapons and stuff. But there's also today a patch where they are changing how stealth works in the game a little bit, hopefully improving things a touch, and adding a new game mode. Or rather a new mission type, some kind of, I'm not entirely sure what it is, commando missions, and they mentioned that you won't have Eagle support, so and that you'll have to call in reinforcements ahead of time. So it makes me think that it will be a kind of a mission where you're kind of on your own. You don't have support from the super destroyer to send down, stratagems and things, and you're going to have to not necessarily stealth. But you're going to have to... It will perhaps encourage you to be stealthy, right? Because if you don't have the support of all your stratagems and things you can call in and reinforcements if you get killed, then it would be preferable to not alert the enemies, because then you have to fight them and then you risk dying and using up all of your stuff. So it behooves you somewhat to be stealthy, perhaps. I'm just inferring that from the very brief patch notes that I read. So we'll see. But yeah, today I thought, let's play this game because there's a new season and because it's very relaxing and easy and chill. So let's just start by opening these boxes, because who doesn't love opening loot boxes, right? There won't be anything interesting in the first one, but we got these two cool looking ones. Maybe I'll get a French battleship. So you see, for those who don't know, at the bottom in the middle, 0 to 35 guaranteed reward basically means that, because you can spend money on these. I got these for free in the game. I didn't pay for these. But if you bought 35 of these, you'd be guaranteed to get a ship out of them, whereas you could open a bunch of them and just get rubbish out of them. I often get quite lucky and get a ship, which is, always nice. This time it's some promotion orders, which are useful, but imagine if I'd spent money on that. No thank you. No thank you. Alright, what's in this Mystic Lantern? We don't have the Game Boy. I think his name was Game Boy. He kept trying to get me to buy more of these lanterns. He's not here today, I don't think. I do like the way they open. That does look cool. Oh, yeah, that camo looks kind of cool. I already have a lot of it, but it's like a festive dazzle. I quite like the look. I've not applied it to any of my ships, but I like it. Anyway, there's a new campaign. I think it's only just started. There's 32 days left. Will we get to the end of it? Who can say? I didn't last time, but it was Christmas. I was busy over Christmas. I didn't end up playing as much as I would have liked. But you get the Somme, which is a British destroyer. And I do like destroyers, so it would be cool if I could get to the end of this one and unlock it. I'll try. I'll give it my best this month. I will genuinely try, because I like destroyers. What's the... I'm gonna get into a game, don't worry, but I just want to see torpedo range 12 kilometers. Yeah, okay. Concealment. What the hell is this? This game just randomly pops crap up. Yeah, great. There's a thing, fleet something, whatever. whatever. It's like this game just randomly pops stuff up while you're in the middle of doing things. Yeah, okay. So, regular detectability, 6.9 kilometers. I wonder what that's like. Okay, so 6.9, right? And then what's the... Wait, hang on. What's the reload time on... I'm trying to compare it to my kamikaze in my head. So reload time is 140 seconds, which actually, that's way worse, because my kamikaze is something like 30 seconds. So I wouldn't be able to fire as many torpedoes. I imagine if Sammy were here, Sammy would just say, "You should be using the guns." That's all Sammy ever said. But I am curious, at least in concealment. So 6.9 kilometers. We'll remember that because it's the funny internet number. And then, well, actually, before we get into that, let's also have a look at this thing. I think you go through all of this stuff over the next X amount of time. Maybe you get the Kremlin ship or something. Or maybe you get this ship, I guess. Can I make it shoot? Yes, I can. That's cool. I like that. I like that. I like that it just lets me shoot the guns whenever I want. Anyway, do stuff, get a ship. Yeah, so what do we say? 6.9 kilometers on that thing. You can tell I've not played the game since I pulled the Gangut out previously. I've just not... I play when I stream. I stream when I play. What's this? What is this thing? What's this down here? What's this icon? What's that icon? Is that a new icon? That's a new icon, right? I don't know what that is. But anyway, what's my kamikaze's concealment distance? Because that other shit, because it's 100. It's 4.7. Definitely better than 6.9. I mean, it depends on your commander as well, I guess. But yeah. So the SOM is going to be different to the kamikaze. Certainly, it's not going to be the same. But hey ho. Let me just check something here. Alright, I was just checking. My buddy was playing this game, but he's just leaving now to head off to work. So alas, he won't be... there's free stuff in the store for Warships. Is there? He told me there was free stuff in the store. Yeah, and I Fall Guy there. Anyone who can read the chat. You know, I'm thinking I might have to make the on-screen chat, the text chat, bigger. I don't know. Is it big enough? Can people read it okay? Saying that a fair comparison would be another tier 8's double D, which is that's how I'm going to say that. Do I have? Yeah, look, I don't have tier 8 ships. Period. I don't have any tier 8 ships at all in this game. I have a couple of 7s. These are all my 7s, and if we look at the ones that I'm actually leveling up, this is as far as I've gotten in the game in total. But if we're looking at just destroyers that I'm leveling up, okay, I've got 1/6. Man, I need to get back to leveling up destroyers. The problem is, whenever I want to play a destroyer, I just pull out the kamikaze because it's fun. And so I don't actually work my way through the ships. That's my problem. Hey, Fall Guy, you know things, right? You're the new Sammy. What is this? What is this? What am I filtering this for? What does this button do? It's a nice icon. I have no idea what it means. Like, this game loves its weird little icon. You know, before we started, I tried to watch the update video for this season, and the first couple of minutes are good because they show off the new ship and stuff, and then it starts saying like, and you'll see this icon, and you'll get this currency, and you'll do this thing, and then you'll unlock ship tokens, and then you can use the ship tokens to buy the flimjambles, and then you turn in the flimjambles to get parts for the spaceship, and then you unlock the ship through the spaceship, and it's just so much. It's too much. This game gets too complicated with all the little things you have to do stuff. I enjoy doing them. I don't enjoy having to read a manual to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know what this filter is. It doesn't matter. I'm just curious. That's all. Anyway, let's just this is my dailies filter, right? Yeah. God, as you can tell, it's been 2 weeks. I'm here forgetting what my filters are. So let's pull out. This is my dailies filter, right? Why is my kamikaze in this list? Do I need to play a 4? No. This is Is this my dailies filter? Hang on a minute. One of these is my dailies filter. Maybe this is my dailies filter. Did it always look like this? Yeah. I think this is my dailies filter, actually. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Maybe it always looked like that, and I just never noticed. Because, yeah, was it always that icon? I guess it was. God, you know what? You put down a game for 2 weeks, and you forget these things. I think this is because my dailies are often my Fiji and my Cherbourg and stuff. So yeah, I think this is dailies. I don't know, man. It's been a long everything. Breakthrough, yeah, okay. Breakthrough points with the bureau, so it's my dailies. Yes, okay. I for some reason I must have forgotten that the icon looks like that. That's so bizarre. All right, whatever. Let's whip out the Fiji to get us started. Oh, I forgot. You know what? I need to turn off the division thing, but who cares? I'll leave it on. Oh man, I'm going to be talking a lot today because I've spent this week not really talking very much, so I'm going to be. Do you find that you have a certain number of words in you every day, and if you don't get them out, it's like they want to get out of you, and you end up talking to yourself quite a lot. If you don't end up talking to other people, you find yourself just talking to yourself and having a deep conversation with yourself instead. So I've got a lot of words in me today, so we're going to be talking a lot. I do have I have 2 active bureau projects. I have the Yamato and something else. I think a German one. I forget. I've never actually gotten to the end of a bureau thing all the way to get the ship, because I don't play enough for that, I guess. But since I've been streaming, I always try to do my bureau dailies first to push that forward a little bit. So that'll be fun. I bet as soon as I eventually get the Yamato, I won't enjoy it as much as some other ships. After all the effort put in. All right, who needs to remember the controls? Me. All right, that's that. Okay, I think we're good. Whoop, that was the wrong button. There we go. I know what I'm doing. All right, who's with us? We've got a Pensacola and a Tennessee. The Nagato needs intelligence data. I'm sure you do, mate. I'm sure you do. Oh, thank you.
I owe you one.
Ah. Now we can relax. How you doing, Fall Guy? How's your streaming been going and your channel and all that stuff? Over the past week, I guess. I can relax now. They'll never see me with this camouflage. I perfectly blend into my environment. Speaking of the British Empire, actually, I have this really great little book that I should pull out sometime and go through with you guys a little bit. It's a book that's made for... they're going to see me in a minute. I would have liked to have gotten a bit further back there first. I would have liked the... oh my god, my colleagues are engaging. God, you don't want to shoot at a guy that has camo like that? Look at that. Alright, so one thing I like about the Fiji, I'm not sure if it'll work out, but you can turn hard and keep firing as you turn. Your guns tend, obviously the ones at the back are a bit iffy, but your guns can keep up with the turning of the ship quite nicely. And you can really dodge. Look at me, maybe not successfully entirely, I just lost half my health. But look at me, dodging there. Alright, so now I'm just going to stay behind this rock for a while. What's my torpedo range? 8. I do wish I didn't have to bring a menu up to see that. Alright, this guy's swinging around this way, so I'm going to swing around this way also. He's headed into C. Yeah, he's in C now. Yeah, I've got this cool book that is for like college-age kids, like 16, 17 years old. And, screw it. Maybe I'll die here, but screw it. Let's see if I can torpedo him. I might not even have to, but let's turn away as well, shall we? Let's turn away. Well, let's get a volley on him, and then turn. There we go. It's made for like I think 16, 17-year-olds, and it's like a small pocket book, and it was made during the height, or I suppose just before the end of the British Empire. And it's a little book that's basically, here's a primer on all of the empires.
I have a cunning plan which could get you out of this problem.
Oh, thank you for using that to get my attention. I will finish my sentence and then I'll say hello and read chat. And perhaps I'll also torpedo this guy. Maybe not. So it's this little book that kind of details all of the the parts of the British Empire, specifically what they export. So it lists all of the places, and it gives you a little bit of information about the location from the viewpoint of the Empire, which is an interesting, just historical perspective. And then it also details like what the what they export and how they are useful to the Empire, basically. And it's really interesting. I like history books that are of a time, because not only do you get the information that you could get a lot of this on Wikipedia, right? I could go on Wikipedia and look up like, what countries were a part of the British Empire and Commonwealth and stuff, and what were their main exports. But to see a book written from the time period, I think this guy, he is playing the game. Oh, that might be dangerous for me. I kind of assumed he wasn't. I'm going to die now. I might have to swing around. I could always swing around because this Tennessee is way back here. You know what? I'm going to swing around and I'm going to... this Colorado, he's pissed. It's interesting to see stuff from the time period and see what they have to say in their own words. Yeah, I'm pretty screwed here. He's pulling himself around to try and get past my smoke, I think. Should be okay for now. I can just shoot with my rear guns. In fact, I might keep moving because... was he the only guy? Was I the only guy that could see him? Anyway, yeah, it's an interesting weird book. Anyway, let me read chat because I'm just going to run away at this point. I'm not going up against this guy. Hey Filthy. Yeah, I'm okay. It's nice to be here chatting, Fall Guy. Twitch and YouTube have both grown 999%. That's great. I only post and hello Fire. I only post my archive stuff to YouTube at the moment. Alright, let's swing around. I'm gonna get killed here, but you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna engage in the battle and not just leave the Tennessee on his own. I have like 18 followers on YouTube, which is impressive given that I only post archive videos there, whereas I do post a couple of shorts. Actually, shorts are good. I like how easy it is. Twitch lets you create shorts quite easily from clips, which is nice. I think that he might have been turning around, because we'd have seen him by now if he was just... You know what? I wonder if he's moving into the smoke. That would be a baller move for this battleship if he were coming out here. No, he has to have turned around, right? Because if you look here, we've got another battleship headed in, and he'd be able to see anything that was over here. Oh no, I guess he could just barely not see that. Yeah, okay, so he turned around. He did turn around, but he turned around and left. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, so the easiest thing for me, the shorts thing, Colorado just wants to blast me because he knows he can. Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess it's time I started dodging like I said I was gonna. Like I said this ship was good at, because this ship can really dodge. This guy's just gonna keep aiming at me forever. Because he knows he's lost the game, I suspect. But he also knows that... I'm just going to do a circle here. He also knows that I'm one of the only guys he's got a good shot of killing before the end. And yeah, he's consistently hitting me. Even though I'm all over the place. I'm literally going in circles here. I'm more than happy to just keep moving. I don't need to... I don't need to do much else here. I just run away. Yeah, so with the shorts thing, what I do is... oh, he's taken out both of my rear turrets. Look at that. I've never seen that happen before. When I'm streaming, and this is something that a stream deck's useful for. Oh, look at that. He anticipated my turn and fired at... even I didn't know I was going to turn in that direction. He anticipated the turn before I actually even knew I was going to do that. That's impressive. I'm still hitting him, though. Oh, he's given up on me. Alright. I'll turn until he thinks. Yeah, so on Twitch, you can hit a button to make a stream marker thing. And then after you're done streaming, you can come back into the video editor producer thing on Twitch, and you can see your markers, and it lets you make clips after the fact. And then once you've made your clips, you can also share those clips directly to, if you link the YouTube channel, you can share your clips directly to YouTube, which is great because then you don't have to do any extra rendering or work yourself or any of that stuff. You can just chill out. You know what? We've done a pretty good job on this guy. Yeah, I got the assist. I'm happy with that. We survived. And we kept doing damage the whole time, even as we were running away. Yeah, so that's what I do. It's really handy. If you look at my YouTube, you'll see that all of my clips are done in this, because shorts are a weird format. I'm not a big fan of the portrait style of things in general. It has its uses. Where did I know I didn't even look. We came fourth. That's all right. I think we did fine. That was a win. Yeah, that's all that matters. But to put something that's, portrait landscape into a portrait thing, you do have to fiddle around with it. So if you look at my shorts, you'll see that there's this thing you can do in Twitch where you can split the view into two separate little things, and you can change the shape and size of it. And once you set that up, it remembers it for next time. So I have like a section that's a bit more zoomed in, and you'll see what I mean if you look at the shorts. But it's really convenient that you don't have to put any effort in to doing all of that stuff. I don't want to pull out the Sherborg. I like the Sherborg. I don't know. I feel like I'm not in the zone enough yet to do well in the Sherborg. You have to be. I don't know. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to stay alive in this thing because it's a cruiser, and it's quite. It's not a battleship, it's a cruiser, so it's a bit soft. And it's reasonably maneuverable, but as I always say, you've got these big battleship guns strapped to a cruiser, so when it comes to how you shoot at the enemy, you have to behave like a battleship, because you can only fire once every 30 seconds, blah, blah, blah. But you also have to remember you're as survivable as a cruiser kind of thing. It's a weird one. I like it. Until I don't. And I don't have smoke. I think if I had smoke on this ship instead of the speed boost, that'd be beautiful. That'd be really helpful. But you can't really hide in this thing, is the thing. You can't hide. Alright, I'm gonna head towards see these rocks here? That there and that gap. And so I'm gonna maintain my ability to fire on this side of the map all the way over there, and then once I'm there I can make a decision. Do I stay on this side of the map, or did their whole team come over here to slaughter us, in which case I can slip to the other side of the rocks? But I maintain the possibility. What the hell is what's that ship called? Tokachi? It's Japanese. Anyway, let's see. You have a lot to learn when it comes to content creation. So do I in a way. I mean, I in years gone by, I did a bunch of YouTube videos. Oh, okay. So this cruiser is going to live here. He's planting his flag right here. This is where he lives now. He's going to hide behind this rock and engage the enemy from here. Not necessarily the worst move. Kind of making me want to do it as well. I might. Man, I'm not sure. You know what, I will. I'll swing around. I'll do a big 360 and I'll stick with these guys. I'll stick close to these guys is what I'm going to do. I don't want to fire my guns just yet. My odds of hitting that guy are relatively low anyway. Is he coming to a stop? Well, hang on a minute. If he's coming to a... No, I can't see him anymore. I was considering firing. Never mind. Continue my spin around. Oh, here we go. Colorado.
Concentrate fire on the
Ooh,
designated
and we got
target.
another battleship coming at us as well. Do I keep just spinning in a circle? Are you reversing? He's going backwards. What's he doing? Okay, you know what? He's probably getting himself prepped to go forwards again and get back into cover behind that rock. You've been spotted, have you? All right, let's see. What are we thinking? See if that works. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's one of those funky new ones that can launch a bajillion torpedoes. You know what? The enemy did come this way. I'm just gonna leave. I'm out. This may have been a mistake. I should have gone with my original plan, because at this point I would have been near these rocks and I would have been able to make a tactical decision about staying here or leaving. And with 3 battleships and a cruiser over here, you know, not loving it. Not loving it. Oh, that guy's leaving though. Oh, he's leaving. To be fair, he's not going to be a problem. This is Colorado. What are we thinking? About here, maybe? Let's turn on the fast reloader, because who knows if I'm going to survive very long. Ooh! Oh, I'm using the wrong ammo. I didn't want to set him on fire. I wanted to punch a hole in him. Alright. I mean, I like setting people on fire. You know what? Maybe I'll keep setting them on fire. Who is... You know, I never understand why sometimes people just do that. If you looked on the minimap just now, someone was trying to highlight us. You know what? Yeah. I know that it was a guy on the other side of the map that said that, but I agree. There's too much heat over here for little old us. We need to leave. I should be just able to squeeze through this gap. Oh, these guys over here need a lot of help. I don't think we're going to win this. It's not going well for my team back there. It's not going well for us over here. We are done. And that IC, or whatever you call it from earlier, has arrived. I could always just weave my way back out again and engage the enemy over there. Do we have torpedo planes on their way up? Where is he? He's here. Oh, he's going after us. Yeah, look at that. We're getting picked off like flies. Is that the expression?
The enemy is about to win.
I know the enemy's about to win. Just look at how many of our guys are dying. I was so right. Oh, no, 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 not in, no. Oh, I think oh, come on. You are maneuverable. You can wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
The ship is on fire.
That's a good game.
Good game, everyone.
That's a good game. I mean, we tried, but, you know, there's only so much one little cruiser can do. I mean, look at us. I'm one of the last 3 people alive. It was my guys. It was all my guys on this side of the map. It's a terrible shame. Yeah, I used to do YouTube videos, but, I mean, it was very different back then. Like, TikTok didn't exist, you know? Maybe I can get one more shot off before I'm slaughtered. I think that guy's coming to a stop. Shame. Woo! Oh, nope, I can't steer anymore. That's going to be a problem. Well, looks like we're engaging people over here now. Oh, no, no, I know. Hang on, I have the chance to turn around. Stop shooting at me. Oh, I wanted to shoot at him. Was I the last person left? I think I may have been. Yeah, I used to do YouTube videos, and things are very different because you remember how there was a time when, partly for the original restrictions on YouTube videos, and people just went forward with that, YouTube videos tended to be like 15 minutes long, right? Because you had this thing where up to a certain point, early on your account, that was the limit for how long videos could be. So, and a lot of people just stuck with doing that. So you had like 15-minute videos. Or like 11-minute videos. Even like Let's Plays, you know, like, which I don't think people call them Let's Plays anymore, right? Let's Play videos were like kind of what I'm doing here. If this were being posted on YouTube and not going out live, it would be a Let's Play, right? Like, let's play such and such episode. Here's episode 74 of my Minecraft Let's Play, or whatever. Yeah, sure. Let's bring out the Iowa with Santa Claus, and every single episode would be like 10 minutes long or something, 15 minutes long. But then YouTube introduced like longer video stuff, and it made it easier for you to post stuff. And then people posted more long form content. It was like, here's my Minecraft Let's Play, but it's an hour long now. And then, you know, it pulled back and back and back, and over the years, videos got shorter again. And now I'm seeing a resurgence of longer videos. You look at someone like Call Me Kevin, it's interesting to see like how his content, him being someone who has his finger on the pulse of like how to be successful on the platform. It's interesting to see his videos that kind of were longish and then went back to being very short and are now getting back into being more long form again. And I wonder if that's a pushback subconsciously on things like TikTok, because TikTok doesn't really do long form content, right? You can do videos with a surprising length, but generally people don't. Generally it's very short, a couple of minutes at most, right? But you come to YouTube for some slightly longer form stuff, I feel. I don't know, I'm just guessing. God, where should I go here? It's fucking Santa Claus, man. I'm gonna go left. Usually I'd go towards B because it seems exciting, but fuck it. I'm gonna go left this time. I'm gonna go help out whoever the fuck's over here. This Icy and Rodney McKay of Stargate Atlantis. That was a good show. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. So, YouTube, the point is, over time, YouTube, the culture has changed. Not necessarily for better or worse, but it has changed, right? Like, what people expect to see and what people make has changed, like whether they be long videos or short videos, whether they be one-off, heavily curated videos or stuff that isn't edited at all and is just raw and long. Also, highly edited stuff is the norm these days. Have you noticed that? It's so much effort. I did make a little Dwarf Fortress series for a while there, but it's so much work in post-production, because it used to just be that you would record the episode, you might go in and clean up the microphone audio, make sure it's, you know, noise cancelled and all that stuff, and you'd, you know, clip the start and the end and put your intro and your outro on. That was it. That's all you had to do. Whereas now, not only does stuff have to be edited to be... You know what? We're all kind of going so far to the left here. I'm going to cut a corner and go into C. I don't want to see my whole team just hug the edge of the map. Anyway, now not only do you have to cut stuff up a bit more for like brevity and keeping the pace going, but you're also expected to have like all kinds of different like zoom ins and zoom outs and camera shakes and like part of the character and personality of the content creator comes through. Oh, that's good. Thanks for the smoke. I like that. Comes through in the edit, right? And granted, if you're a bigger YouTuber, you pay an editor who is good at doing that for you, kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure what to do about these torpedoes. I think at least... Yes, Santa Claus. I know there are torpedoes. I'm thinking I'll just turn into them and I'll eat one of them or something. I think if I didn't turn, I'd eat all of them, you know? So maybe I'll just eat one of them. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. No one ever won the game by not eating torpedoes. I don't know. Oh no, more torpedoes. I'm gonna have to turn into them again. Because if I keep turning left as I am, I'm just going to eat too many of them. I may actually eat all of these, annoyingly enough. Or at least, yeah, just one of them again. Yeah, it's not great. I've lost too much health already. See, I know we have a breach in the hull, Santa Claus. I like Santa. He's annoying. I like that. Just having Santa Claus be like, oh, there's some fucking torpedoes. Thank you, Santa. I'm glad I unlocked that guy.
We are done with this problem.
No, we're really not, Santa. Stop shooting at us. I mean, they... What the... Alright, what? Hang on a second. What is your... Hang on. I just had an alert on my... What was that? I just had an alert on my laptop's drives, but I don't see an issue. What's the problem? What? I don't see an issue. What's... Okay, I don't see a problem at all. I use Crystal Disk Info to keep an eye on my drives, be they hard drives or SSDs. I know it's a bit off topic, but seeing as it just popped up on me, and it's great because it will keep an eye. It'll keep an eye on your like your smart values and stuff. Oh, well done. I've got this bloke on me now though, so let's get moving. And it saved me once actually, because so it keeps an eye on all your smart values over time, and if any of them like suddenly change out of the norm, because it's keeping an eye on them every day, so it kind of knows what the norm is. If they change, it will like, yo, something's changed just now. You should probably, I don't know, this drive might be, you know, unhealthy or whatever. And sure enough, one time it told me that, and I looked at the values and was like, oh yeah, this isn't great. And I got all my data off that drive, and the next day it failed completely and never worked again. So great little piece of just free software.
Torpedoes direct front.
Ah, okay, they're not firing them at me, but they might hit me. What do you reckon? Alright, screw it. If I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out shooting, or I'm going to get hit by torpedoes before that happens. What's my secondaries range? 5. He's not in my secondaries range.
Attention.
I think my colleagues, besides whoever's behind me... Oh, Baltimore's screwed. I think they've all left.
All forces requesting cover
Yeah,
fire.
we've got a battleship up there that seems to be chasing down a cruiser. Are those torpedoes actually going to reach me? Wow, they have some range. Those are fired from very far away. I did not expect those to reach me.
We have a breach in the hull.
Yes, Santa, I know we have a breach in the hull. We're going to have a breach in something else in a second. Oh, I think... Did I get him? I got him, he got me. That's a good thing I fired. I saw he was firing a volley and was like, oh, better get a shot off now before I die. Right, well, I'm not sure who's going to win that one. If Sammy was still with us, probably they'd be quite happy that we control 2 of the control points. But I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we've got this destroyer doing a perfectly good job over here. You got this battleship who is chasing a cruiser that we can't see that keeps firing torpedoes at him. I assume it's the cruiser and not one of those weird battleships that can launch torpedoes. And then you've just got a bunch of ships over here. Like this icy fella, he can launch torpedoes, but he's way over here though. I think he can. Yeah, I reckon they've won this. I mean, we got a couple of destroyers, but I reckon they've won. Anyway, moving on. What was I saying? God, ADHD, man. You get distracted for 2 seconds and you lose your train of thought. It's the worst when you're in the middle of a sentence. You'll be in the middle of a sentence, and just for a moment something will distract you. Maybe you see something out of the corner of your eye and you start thinking about something just in the middle of a sentence, and then you don't remember what the end of the sentence was. It happens so much. Oh, we were talking about content creation, weren't we? Yeah. There's just a lot more work involved now, which was one of the things that put me off doing it for quite a few years, which is why I decided to start streaming, because streaming often, it requires a lot of upfront work, configuring all of your software and setting everything up and getting everything just right. But then after that, it's very much slap a button and just show up. You know, it's not too bad. And to get back to what prompted me to think about this when you were talking about your YouTube channel blowing up, which is great. So far I've just been using it to archive the high quality copies of these videos and post some shorts, because Twitch makes it so easy to make shorts, which is nice. At some point I'd like to do some properly curated proper content, but I'll wait till I have more viewers, I think, because otherwise I'd be making like a video and putting a significant amount of time in for editing and all that for like basically no viewers, you know. So I'll give it some time, and I'll stick to streaming for now. What are these? Whoops, wrong button. What are these destroyers? The Huron and the Kagero. I've never heard of them. No. Huron, isn't that a band? Alright, I'll shut up for a second and drink my tea.
Here we go.
I preferred Santa. No. We're going to slip behind this rock and we're going to point our guns this way and see what happens. Who have we got? We got a Miyoko and a Jaeger with Sir Donga. It's a cool name. Anyway. But good on you with the YouTube stuff. I'd be I should go and look at your channel. I'd be curious to find out if you do have a lot of viewers. I'd be curious to find out how you managed it. Besides obviously being like an engaging and fun personality. YouTube seems so random. You can post loads and loads of stuff and get no views, and then suddenly you get 1 million views on something. It's mad. I will say that you get a lot of views on shorts, but they don't tend to turn into anything particularly useful. You know, because YouTube shorts are very... There's less engagement there, right, with the actual creator, because people just kind of flick through, watch a short, flick away from it. They don't consider subscribing or looking at the person's content or anything like that. Oh, you're a fast mover. Oh, you know what? You're not that fast a mover. Whoops. So even my shorts will randomly, I might add, get like thousands of views or like 4 views, and you can really tell whether the algorithm has decided to bother showing it to anyone or not, because you'll get like your best shorts will get 4 views, and then the ones that are kind of unengaging and crap will get thousands. Go on, do that again. Fire your guns again.
This'll be fun.
We can't see this Amono or whatever he is. Oh, where is he? Wait, hang on. What? Torpedoes? Who's firing torpedoes? I think it's all over for us. All over before it even started. Do you reckon there was a destroyer down there? There probably was. Considering we haven't seen their destroyers yet and they have 2 of them, there was probably a destroyer down there. Can that Amono lay smoke? Or... Oh no, the Amono's way further back, I think. The smoke was being laid by a destroyer that we never even saw. Interesting. Oh well, these things happen. You're giving yourself 12 months, and if you don't see a considerable improvement in the channels, you'll stop. Oh yeah, fair enough. It depends what you're doing it for. I'd be bummed out if I did this for a year and didn't at least have a few followers. But I'm doing it for myself. It gives me an opportunity to talk to people, and they can't stop me, right? That's the great part. They can't shut me up. I can just talk and talk and talk and talk, and no one can stop me. It's great. Okay, Hawk. It's your turn to attempt to get a win in, what is this, a 7 or something? A 6, 7, I think. We're still doing our dailies. But yeah, fair enough. Depends what you want to do with it. I have this dream that I would get a, like, I don't need like a bajillion followers or anything, but I want enough people to come along on a regular basis that I always have someone to talk to, and I don't just mean talk at, but like have a conversation with, and we can talk about interesting things and get into cool topics. Because it's great when you have people to bounce off and really have a conversation with and build a little camaraderie with and stuff. So I want to get to a point where I always have a couple of people. Like right now, I will occasionally get 1 or 2 people. Like you might come in, or Sammy will come in, but there'll be stretches of time when you have absolutely no one, right? So I want to get to a point where I always have someone hanging out to say hello to and to engage with. And it would also be nice to have a small income from this. Like, not like massive or anything, but just enough to like pay for a game that I might want to stream, or pay for a piece of equipment or something. Like yesterday, for example, and it's not like expensive equipment necessarily, but like yesterday I was looking at a piece of audio equipment I might want to get to improve this setup, and it costs like £15. But wouldn't it be nice if I were able to pay for that with you know, subscribers, instead of having to throw my own money at it, because I don't have a lot of money, or like saving up for a better device for streaming on, and that's probably more like 200 something pounds, and that's a lot of money. So saving up for something like that I could never justify spending money on otherwise, but which could improve my setup here, and things like that. I think that'd be cool. Beer money. I don't drink as much as I used to. So what ended up happening, I have quite a lot of beer in the fridge. Well, in the outside fridge that I don't look in very often. It's always there ready, but I very, very rarely drink it. I like that, what do you call it, Asahi or whatever it's called, the Japanese, that light Japanese beer. It's really nice. And I mostly just pull it out if I'm doing a bit of woodworking in the summer. Hello, what have we got over here? The Bismarck. If I'm doing a bit of woodworking in the summer and it's a hot day and or just a pleasant day, I might pull up. There's just something about like sawing a piece of wood and occasionally refreshing yourself with a nice light Japanese beer. I like that. I do have some other stuff in the fridge. I have a selection of ales and some Guinness and stuff for whenever I feel like it. But more often than not, a lot of that stuff ends up going into chilies and stews and things. Like, I'll drink half of it and then pour the rest of it in to make a really nice stew or something. That said, I like drinking with friends. I was at a friend's house the other day, and they have a really nice scotch, and they don't like scotch. Someone got it them as a gift, like a £50 bottle of whatever it's called, Lagavulin or whatever the name is. And it's really nice, and so I always drink it whenever I go there. But I have a nice bottle of Old Putney right here next to me on my desk, well, on the shelf, and I never drink that because I'd be drinking alone, and I don't know, it's depressing. It's depressing to drink alone mostly. But get me with some friends, and yeah, I'll drink all their booze. Oh, come on, Bismarck! I thought you were moving. Who's firing on me? There's a real potential here that I'm going to have 4 battleships firing on me right now, because you've got those 2 over there, one of them shooting at me at least, and you've got the Bismarck over here, who apparently seems like her secondaries are on me at fucking 10 kilometers. What am I? Hang on, what am I? 5.5? Yeah, that's never going to work out. Yeah, my best bet here is to just hide. Is to just run away. Because, Jesus, she is laying into me with her secondary. She doesn't even have to fire her main guns. So, yeah, I'm just going to get into cover before I die horribly. And that'll be it for me. I'm just going to inform the team that I am... Oh, no. You know what? She might be able to see my arse from where she is. Yeah, she might be able to see it. I'm going to have to do a little sneaky 3-point turn here.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay, 5 knots, -5 knots, -4 knots. I have to wait and... Okay, now I turn the rudder. If I turn the rudder too early, I'd just be going in the wrong direction. Alright, there we go. We just about got into cover. Yeah, that went pretty poorly for me. I lost half my health. But, yeah. I was kind of expecting these guys over there to be engaging my team over there a bit more. I didn't realize they would all kind of gang up on me. Although it really was the Bismarck that was screwing me up. Yeah, you don't say. Wait, Bismarck wants me to fire on Bismarck. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. Until my team arrive and are being engaged, which currently they're in cover. Or at least this guy is. The Flander is. I think maybe the Georgia is out of cover. If I wait 20 seconds, maybe I can use my repair again. And then maybe I'll be in a better position to engage the enemy. That said, this Benson is coming straight for me. Look at this guy. I gotta move. This guy's gonna torpedo me. Not to mention this Atlantico probably wants me as well. Come on. Alright. There we go. I had to be very careful about when I fired because I'd only get 1 shot. Yeah. I think I'm screwed here. I probably shouldn't have reversed. I was reversing away from the destroyer, but then the battleship showed up, and you have the Bismarck here just pointing his guns straight at me. I'm just going to say good game now because I don't see myself surviving any of this at all. I just have too many enemy ships firing on me, and this Atlantico, who apparently can reload his guns every 2 seconds, is... don't tell me those are secondaries as well. Secondaries at another 9-kilometer range. This is mental. How is one supposed to engage a bunch of battleships that can slaughter you with secondaries at 10 kilometers, you know? It's alright when one of them does it for a laugh, but...
Good game, everyone.
Nothing I could really do there. If I was in cover from one enemy ship, I was, you know, I was being seen by the other. At least this Bismarck's going down. That's something, right? That happens. I'm not super used to playing the Hawk. I only really pulled it out because we didn't get a win on those other ones. So I don't really know what it's... Look at that. The two guys that were slaughtering me just got sunk. I'd like to think that maybe because they were both focusing so much on me, they were maybe overextending themselves a bit, and my team was able to come in and... That's the story I'm going to tell them. Tell myself at night. Why I lost in that game. Why I was the first and only person on my team to die. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Anyway, we can take a moment to breathe here. Have a cup of tea. Hang on, let's warm my fingers up. It's quite cold in here. It's 13 degrees in this shed. Oh. My controller trigger fingers are getting cold. I guess I have to get a win in the Nagato, it seems. But we're almost there now. Then we can get onto other ships. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Was it raining? Oh yeah, I can hear the rain. You can't hear the rain because I've got a filter thing turned on. Oh yeah, that book. Where is it? This one? School series. The British Colonies and Their Industries. When was it written? This was a University of Liverpool book. Written in 1902, to give you some idea of the time period. And it's marvellous. It goes over everything. It goes over all the locations. Half of the book is a kind of a bit of flavour on the locations and the people and the cultures. And then the other half is what the Empire was getting out of them, basically. Fascinating. I mean, let's see. Oh, I don't want to be over here. Contents. Colonial, like Newfoundland, the cod fisheries. Canada, lumber. The West Indies, sugar plantations, and the sponge industry in the Bahamas, because of course sponges used to be real sponges. They weren't artificial, so you had to make a lot of sponges. You had to get a lot of sponges. The West Indies, the hemp plantations, mahogany cutting in Honduras, West Africa, palm oil and rubber. South African farming and ostrich farms and diamond mines and tea plantations in Ceylon and Gambia. What is Gambia? Gambia plantations in Singapore. What is that? What is that word? The edible birds' nests of Gormanton Caves in British North Borneo. I mean, these books are fascinating. The Asphalt Lake of Trinidad. That's a great name for anything. The Asphalt Lake of Trinidad. Jesus. Anyway, I should play the video game. Yeah, some of these books are really fascinating. Yeah, I'm lucky that apparently he's going after that cruiser and not me. But if we have a little look, we can see that there's two battleships on the other side of A, and it really is just me and this one cruiser here. And it looks like the aircraft carrier wants to harass us, which probably means he's down here somewhere. So I'm thinking we leave, because if you look at the mini-map, the rest of our team are leaving as well. They're not coming in our direction; they're going the other way. So I'm just kind of telling this cruiser he should probably come with me. I'm not staying here, that's for sure. Oh, hey Beans. Right, it is interesting, right? Where is it you're not in Canada, are you, Beans? Surely not. I was thinking, I don't remember where you live. Because you mentioned some delicious beans the other day to me. You are in Canada. But hang on then. How is it if you're in Canada? Because this is what I thought to myself. And Canada is what, like, on the east coast of Canada, you're like 5 hours behind us, I'm assuming. This guy's laying smoke. Is he laying it for me? So hang on. That means when we do streams on Tuesdays and you join us for Helldivers, it's like 6 a.m. when we get started. What the hell? How are you up that early, ready to play Helldivers? You crazy? Because that's what I thought. I thought, oh, Beans is in Canada. And then I thought, no, that doesn't make any sense. Because if Beans was in Canada, then they'd be playing at 6 a.m. But no, fair enough. I guess you are. I'll look up Canada in a minute. I don't see this going well somehow. God, look, that guy's got cool... I don't want to call it camo because it's just like grey. Look at that. Iowa just completely screwed us in one hit. These were the ships I was hoping to avoid, but there wasn't really any reasonable way to avoid them. And the game's over for me now. There's nothing I could do. Like, yeah, I could try and turn around, but that's not gonna... I'm done for. Your schedule has you waking up at that time anyway. Fair enough. Let's see if I can get one more shot off before I get killed here.
Right. There goes the turret. Again.
Yeah, it's all over.
Oh, look! Fire! Nice. This is fun.
Anyway, I like that Iowa's camo, whatever he's got going on. Not the Flander, the Iowa. Looks nice. He's just stopped at this point because he knows he's got me.
Heads up! Here's your big
You should all shoot at him. Yep, that's the shot that's going to end me. What? It bounced off. Nice. This other guy, on the other hand. Oh, dear. Hey, at least I got some points for defending A. It's not going well today, is it? No, that's fair enough, Beans. I was up early this morning myself. A bit too early. Oh, hang on. YouTube chat. I just looked up. Hang on. Let's whip this over. Oh, it's Game Boy. Hey, Game Boy. I was just talking about you earlier. I don't remember what I was saying, to be honest. I can never remember what I was talking about. Oh, it's because I had one of those mythic crates, or whatever they were called, mystic crates, that you were asking me to buy. I was given another one by the game. It didn't give me anything cool, though. I forget what it gave me. It was just boring, normal. Wait, hang on. Have I opened it yet? No, I must have done. I've got another crate. What have I got? Oh, Commander crate. Okay, sure. Why not? Okay, low resolution Santa. Let's just wait for the extremely slow load times of the Xbox One S. Who am I going to get? I'm not really after anyone at the moment or anything. Hans Geisler. Alright. Join the crew, Hans. Welcome. Apparently I already had him. I'm just going to assume that we've won that one and my dailies are at an end and we can start playing the game properly. Alright, what do we want to do? We've been playing a lot of battleships. Let's pull out a cruiser, but a different cruiser. Ooh, the Emil Burton. She's a fine ship. Have I not finished leveling her up yet? Wow. I guess I don't take her out very often. She's a good ship, though. I'm butchering the name. I'm not even trying to speak French. Let's see what game... I always have to drag the window over so I can see what Game Boy is saying. You're close to buying the Odin. Oh, play the Tirpitz. Alright, after this match, I'll pull my Tirpitz out, yeah. I'm not very good in it. I got it for... Like, the game gave it to me. I didn't buy it or anything. And it's... You're able to set the secondaries up to be kind of ridiculous on their range. So that's what I did. I just basically threw caution to the wind and said, screw it. I'm just going to make the Tirpitz have really, really long range. And I also put a really gaudy, ugly camo on it for funsies as well. It's a good ship. I just haven't figured it out because I never take it out. Anyway, let's look up... Sorry, I'm rubbing the microphone. Let's see. Let's have a look for... the Dominion of Canada. Is that what it used to be called? The Dominion of Canada. Let's have a look at some... Let's have a look at what the British thought of their Canadian subjects at the time. Blah, blah, blah. The French. Something, something, something. Samuel Champlain, who founded Quebec in 1608. And... see, this is the kind of language, right? The father of French colonization in North America was Samuel Champlain, who in 1608 founded North America. Wait, hang on. Founded Quebec. And conducted a series of explorations and colonizing experiments on behalf of France for 30 years. Champlain, in his zeal for colonization, resembles our great Sir Walter Raleigh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes. Samuel Champlain, blah, 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 blah. 6,000 colonists, Roman Catholic Church, oh dear. In the course of time, something, 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 immigrants, something, 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 New France prospered, the fur trade with the Indians. There was always war between the French settlers and the English colonists. The latter would never concede to their rivals the monopoly of New France. Alright, I'm gonna have to go over that. I'm getting torpedoed because I'm not paying attention. I deserve this. I was reading about the founding of Canada. Wow, that didn't do a lot of damage. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna play the game now. How about that? Am I gonna hit this guy? He looks squirrely and hard to hit. I'll give it a go. You reckon? I might get a shot on him. Yeah, I tickled him. Alright, who's next? You. I'm never gonna hit that guy. But let's fire some torpedoes anyway and see what happens. Let's fire some guns as well, you never know. I'm in the Emil Burton. Oh, there we go. We set that guy on fire. Apparently I'm using high explosive rounds. You know what, screw it. I'm going to swing my way around and finish this guy off. Or at least I'll try to.
Reporting the target position.
Oh, he's got his engines going. Come on, Emil. You can bring your guns around faster than that. Or possibly not. You know what, screw it. There's 2 destroyers over there. I'm going to be stupid and go after them. Right, where are you? Oh, that's the Jaguar. 2 skinny man. Is that a person? That has to be a person. Oh, Jesus. Look at all these torpedoes. And can we dodge them? Can we dodge? Oh, God. They're coming from all kinds of directions. All right. We're going to dodge those ones. Then we're going to swing around. And we're going to dodge these ones. All right. And we're going to swing back around.
I need help.
Oh, I need help. All right. Oh, I need some assistance. Oh, my word. I hope no one's gonna... If anyone starts shooting at me, I might really have a problem. It's one thing dodging torpedoes. It is another thing... You know what? Screw it. Have some torpedoes of my own. My torpedoes. They can still see me and I can't see them. That's the thing. Alright, it behooves me to wiggle back again. We've got a destroyer, a friendly destroyer here who can probably help us out a bit. But it's important not to just drive at smoke that contains 2 wily destroyers. I reckon I'll hit him. Alright, there's the Ledroit.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
See if we can wiggle a hit in here. No? Alright, I have struck land. That's great for them. If they want to torpedo me. Where is he? He's we can't see him, but he's there. I see we got all these cruisers like the Phoenix firing on me. The Phoenix is a good cruiser. Not someone I want shooting at me. I'm very busy. There's an enemy destroyer somewhere, and if he's not fired torpedoes at me by now, he will soon. Alright, I'm swinging hard to starboard, and I'm just going to start engaging the Phoenix, and I'm going to run away a little bit here. Because I've got this battleship over here as well, and he wants me. And sure, maybe I could take on the Phoenix. Maybe I could take on the Phoenix and the destroyer that we can't see. But I can't do that and take on... What is that, a New York? A New York. Oh, hey, Sammy. Oh, yeah, totally. I was playing Leon just up until just now. The past hour. It's just been Leon all the time. This isn't going to go well for me, is it? All right, come on. Let's fire some torpedoes over there. Da, 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 da. I think you missed Fall Guy. He was here. He was talking about you. I have had a run of bad luck today. It's either gone relatively well. Hello, Jaguar. That's where you got to. It's either gone relatively well, or I've been in battleships that have gotten obliterated within like the first couple of minutes of the match. All right, you know what? Phoenix, you probably have torpedoes, don't you? I'm out.
All stations.
What was that? Oh, the Jaguar tried to fire on me, did he? Well, I can't turn too hard, or else I'll turn into those torpedoes. And this guy probably knows it. You know what? Why am I using freaking high explosive rounds? Not a good idea. Well, we've got a torpedo plane coming after us as well. So I may only get one more chance. There we go. Right. God, I completely forgot I was using high explosive. Do you reckon we'll avoid this? This is a very difficult one to avoid. If I can wiggle in one direction long enough, I should get away. Alright, good. But not perfect. Where are the planes? They're going to be coming after me again. Right, they're back there somewhere. Are they coming my way, or are they... No, they're flying away. Alright, we have survived! I really like this cruiser. I do. I'm a big fan. I don't bring it out very often. Surprisingly, I've not finished leveling it up yet. And I've had it for a very long time. But it is a good ship. What was that? I was looking at the ship that you get at the end of this season, which is a destroyer. And I was checking it out. The Somme. I want to get it. But yeah, after this match, After this match, I'll bring out the Tirpitz because Game Boy in the YouTube chat was asking for it. And he will get to see how poorly I play that ship. And then after that, I will bring out one of these destroyers. You don't like the Leon at all, do you? For whatever reason. I think you said you didn't like it. Oh, you know what? I could probably shoot at this guy. Just about. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, if I play the game, you know, once or twice a week for a month, maybe I'll get there. I don't know. Or I won't. This Corvair is not moving. Oh no, he is moving, just barely. Okay, well, I'll shoot him then, I guess. It's not like I have anything else to do. I'm kind of surprised at the range I have on this ship. Like, these guys are like almost 15 kilometers away. I can shoot them. Where'd that Clemson go? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a second. Things are not going well down here. Sure, we are technically taking the lead, but hang on. Tell me this battleship. Okay, so we have a battleship and a destroyer going after their aircraft carrier, and he's just sunk. Excellent. But now it's me and this Ladroy over here. All right. We were fighting destroyers earlier on. We can do it again. Kapow. Let's switch back to high explosive, actually. Okay, what are you doing, Clemson? You're going to hang out there and lay some smoke. Alright, I'm going to keep zoomed in so I don't lose his position when he disappears. And, I mean, that was a good spread of torpedoes. But I'd rather shoot at him. There we go. Very good. Well done. Now, there is a battleship down here, and I'm not necessarily going to beat it, to be honest. I do have torpedoes. Iziuchi with full health. Don't worry, because our aircraft carrier is moving in to engage him at close range. You can do it, aircraft carrier. I believe in you. I think he was coming down here to hide. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It's not going to work out, though. I'm probably going to die now. Yeah, we've won. Probably. I mean, yeah, we've won on points. No, we've won. But I don't know that I'm going to win. What's my range on my torpedo? 7.5. I mean, I reckon I'm going to die here. No, I'm not capping. The cap just happens to be in the direction I was going. I'm going to go and try and sink the Iziuchi, and I probably won't, because he's got no one else to fire on but me right now. I mean, there is the aircraft carrier, but he may not... Oh, he probably does see it. Is he going to turn his guns on me? Is he Iziuchi? Alright, well, we'll lay a volley off. He's probably just going to drive straight at the enemy, right? Oh, he's slowing down. Oh, he's slowing down. Sneaky bastard. Has he turned his guns? No. Sneaky son of a... Alright. Let's turn everything on. Might as well. Oh, his secondaries are going to slaughter me before I get there, aren't they? Sneaky son of a... He's doing this perfectly. Ah, you little son of a gun. You little son of a gun. What the perfect gameplay. I can't go behind him. Screw it. Those aren't going to hit him. Oh, those are going to hit him, though. I was hoping I'd be able to get behind him quick enough to get some torpedoes on his arse, but it just wasn't working out. He sped up again. Really clever. Really well done there to avoid my torpedoes. He slowed down long enough for me to change course, and then he sped up again after I'd changed course, so I would not be able to hit him. I was the top player, though, as always, because I'm the best at this game in the world. Anyway, back to reading about the British colonies. Oh, Sammy, you're in Spain, aren't you? I was going to say I was sorry to hear about the rail disaster well, both of them that just happened there the other day. Terrible news. But anyway, we shan't dwell on bad news. We shall instead read about sheep shearing in Australia. When the time of year comes for shearing sheep in Australia, the sheep station presents an active and animated scene. The ordinary inmates... Jesus Christ, the fucking British Empire, just using prisoners for everything. The ordinary inmates are recruited by the travelling bands of shearers, who range the country in all directions, mounted upon their hardy horses, and carrying with them their quote-unquote swag and the implements of their trade. Sometimes, also, there is the jackaroo at the sheep station, who must not be confounded with the kangaroo of the country, but is the young gentleman from the old country who pays a premium and lives at the table of the boss or foreman. Okay. He's learning farming, and if he is wise, he will assist heartily. When a mob of 1,000 sheep has been collected... Hang on, I'm invested in what happens with the sheep now. When a mob of 1,000 sheep have been collected... Turn the page. Come on, page, turn. When a mob of 1,000 sheep has been collected, the shearing has been thus described by the author of Shall I Try Australia, page 98. Early in the morning there is a considerable bustle at the huts. I've heard this about you. Some of the hands are washing, some giving the shears the final touch, and others discussing pannikins of hot tea and slices of brownie, a name for seed or currant cake. Jeez, alright, this is getting a bit boring to be fair. But anyway, Sammy, you weren't here before. I have this marvellous little book called The British Colonies and Her Industries, and it was written in 1901, so it's very much of the time, which is what makes it so interesting. And it's a very brief description for like college students of all of the various different British colonies and what they provide to the empire, right? And so if I look in the contents here, so I can get back to the contents. Where are the contents? Yeah, so it's stuff like the cod fisheries of Newfoundland, or the forests of Western Australia, the palm trees of North Borneo, and gold mining in Australia, and the ostrich farms of South Africa, and the tobacco plantations of Trinidad, and so on. And there's a little bit of history and knowledge about the location, and then they go into with the whale hunting stuff, they go into like how they hunt the whales and what they do once they have the whales and all that stuff. It's interesting to see it from the perspective of the people of the time, especially from the perspective of people who may not have been to these places. And it's interesting because you think back and you think this is the only information that a lot of these people had about these locations, because they couldn't go there. There was no internet, there were no photographs. They might have just read about it in a book once, and that was all of the knowledge they ever had on Australia or Borneo or whatever, you know? And this is it. This would be the book they read and the bit of info they would have had. Not that more information wasn't available. They could have gone to a library. But, you know, even today, we learn things in school about locations and stuff and things in our own society, and we just never bother to learn any more about that topic or that location once we leave school. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Game Boy asked me to pull out the turpits, so here we are. This is my only ship that I have configured for secondaries. And I only did it because I noticed that the secondary range was kind of ridiculous and you could pump it up and make it more ridiculous. And I just did it for funsies. I didn't buy this ship. The game just gave it to me at some point. Oh, but it's so much fun to potentially be in a battle. You know, you're in a fight with someone and your ship is firing at someone else way off over there. If you look at my... Hang on. So my secondary range is 9.4 and my torpedo range is 9. So if I swap to my torpedoes and you look at the minimap and you look at the white circle, that's the range of my torpedoes, which is 9. So you consider my secondary guns have slightly more range than that. That is how far they can shoot, which I think is funny. And I also like the really stupid camo. Hang on, what's the button that lets me zoom in on my ship? There we go. Look at this. No one will see me in this camouflage. Pause for comedic effect. Okay. I appreciate what you're doing there, buddy. But we are getting torpedoed, so I'm going to point my bow into the torpedoes. Allow you to eat them. It wasn't the plan, but it worked out nicely. And there's a lot of bad guys over that hill, so I'm going to head that way. Who is behind me? Headed towards the back of the map. The Lugdunum. Alright, fair enough, Lugdunum. Fair enough. Who are we engaging? Remember my secondaries. Shapayev. He's way out of my range right now. Alright. Looks like a couple of these battleships might be turning to assist me. Like the Reichlau here. And we've got a bunch of cruisers and destroyers over here who are going to be touching the enemy before us. If we could just get real close to the enemy, like within secondaries range, you know what I'm saying? Hang on, are you trying to torpedo me again? Oh no, he's torpedoing the battleship behind me. He's presenting... Oh, the Nebraska. Presenting his... Jesus, look at that anti-air. Presenting his belly to the enemy. Alright, we can start firing on someone if they weren't all behind cover. That is a lot of battleships. I know it's only 5 battleships, but they're all still kind of back there. At this point, I think the Champagne is almost, if he weren't behind a massive rock, would be almost in range of my secondaries. Oh, and by the way, I have torpedoes as well. Man, this ship has it all, right? Oh, Jesus, there's another Tirpitz. Oh, Jesus. Really nice camo you picked there, buddy. Alright. Take a few torpedoes. Let's hope he doesn't change course or speed at all. That would be funny. Come on! Yeah, I'm getting hit by his secondaries because he must have set his ship up to be secondaries as well. It's like I'm fighting myself. Do you reckon I'll hit him with those torpedoes? Do you reckon he'll maintain course and speed? I don't think he will. I think he'll turn into the turn to chase us down. Oh, this is... You know what? This isn't good. This isn't good. I'm going to be the front line here. That's not good. Yeah, I've got all these guys who are going to be looking at me in a second. Oh, yeah. Here's the Kansas, for example. I've got some cruisers with me, but they're mostly behind me. Oh, I did hit that Tirpitz. I hit him with 1 torpedo back there. Oh, joy, joy. This isn't going to go well. Oh, God, what do I do here? This is the problem with intentionally trying to get danger close to the enemy in order to, like, hit them with the secondaries and stuff. What happens when it works and you end up danger close to the enemy, you know what I mean? I'm within secondaries range of this guy. Oh, and apparently you're someone else? Who else am I firing on? Who am I firing on? Can't be the Tirpitz. He's way over there. Oh, man, I'm screwed. Alright, I'm going to swing left. I'm going to swing left. I'm screwed here, man. No, I'm not going to swing left. I won't have enough room to swing left. I'm just done for. I don't see a way out. Look on the minimap. You've got 2 battleships in front of me. 2 at least to the left. The Champagne is gone at least. I've got the planes are trying to bomb me. And and there's just nothing but open ocean between me and all these guys. Best I can do is try to turn around. Did this guy turn around? Oh yeah, I guess he did. He's way back there now. I'm getting hit by... Those are unusually large bomber planes. I'm getting hit by... Some of these ships have these fancy... like they can launch... I'm gonna have to... Can I make this turn? Can I make this turn? Like, there's like a Dutch cruiser or something out there who can fire all this crap at me. And there's torpedoes. Yeah, I'm just done for here. There's not really anything I can do at this point because I'm on the wrong side of cover, essentially. And my team are all in cover. Look at that, they're all over there. I had rather hoped they'd come with me, but, well, for one thing, all but one of our other battleships are dead. You know what? She can turn, though. I'll give her that. I mean, I'm getting slaughtered. Man, did my secondaries engage anyone at all, period? Kind of doesn't seem it, does it? In the end. That's the problem with this ship, is if you set a ship up that's a battleship and you set it up to use her secondaries, you have to get close enough to the enemy for the secondaries to engage. But once you get close enough, you're just going to get slaughtered by the enemy because now you're close enough to the enemy for everyone to shoot at you. You instead have to get extremely lucky and be in a map where the enemy is really spread out. Like in this case, the enemy are all right here and they're all engaging me and they don't care about anyone else because I'm the easy target. This guy laid some smoke. I'm not sure if he laid it for me, but, you know, thanks. Whoever it is that keeps dropping these fire bombs on me, they seem to be firing them every like 10 seconds. There's so many fire bombs. That's what's going to kill me in the end. If it weren't for the constant fire bombing. I don't know if it's one ship or multiple ships, because it seems like surely they can't reload their fire bombs every 15 seconds. That would be a ridiculous amount of time to be reloading them. But yeah, so that's, you know, that went obviously horribly wrong. I'm surprised I survived that. Kind of shocking. I won't survive it for long though, because the enemy will see me again and the aircraft carrier will come after me. And maybe whoever was dropping constant firebomb attacks on me will come back as well. But now I'm too far away to do any kind of like fun secondaries engagement. And if I pop my head out again, they're all just going to slaughter me, you know? Like, there's this Chapayev, and there is a ship there, but they're all staying very cleverly in cover at all times. So there's not really anything I can do. I could fire on this guy, but he's already firing on me. All I can do is run away, really, with my very little health. See, I'm already on fire again.
The ship is on fire.
Sadly, what a depressing game. I find that this happens a lot when I try and play this ship, which is why I never bother to bring it out. There must be some clever way of playing it. I can play it like a normal battleship, but where's the fun in that if you've got it set up to be a ridiculous secondary ship? But I can never get close enough to the enemy to actually do anything. I just get slaughtered every single time before I get close. Like today, I get killed before I can get anywhere near them. And just the constant torpedo attacks and constant air-dropped bomb attacks and constant. And if you look on the minimap, it's like I have a little posse of... let me just send a little good game here. It's like I have a posse of cruisers that follow me around because they are continuing to follow me around. But they don't seem to be doing much back there. I don't know. I was killed by a 12-year-old girl with giant bazongas, apparently, called Tallinn. All right, then. Never was a fan of the weird, like, sexual anime stuff they added to this. It just, I don't know, it's bizarre. Well, that was depressing. I mean, it was nice of these cruisers to follow me around. I imagine they were trying to help me out a little bit. There goes one of them, the Cleveland, and this guy laying smoke. It just didn't work out for me because I came round, there was this rock. We came round this rock And I tried to come up here and engage them, but if I had pushed forwards, I would have just been, as I said earlier, in this big open ocean with no cover behind their lines. So instead, I turned around and went back this way, tried to get back into cover and meet up with someone else back here. And of course, I didn't get very far because I'd already lost a lot of health, and their aircraft carrier and everyone, frankly, just really wanted me dead, which was a shame. So I don't even know if my secondaries ended up firing once, because even when I got close to the enemy, they were all very cleverly using cover, and I was just never able to do anything. I did get that one fun shot off at their turrets, which was nice, that torpedo shot, kind of exactly where this Colorado is now. That was fun. Alas, as usual with the turrets, just not a very successful match. One day I'll figure out how to use a battleship with secondaries. It's just it's a bit of a catch-22 kind of a thing, or whatever the phrase is, where like you're in a battleship, so you want to maintain separation with the enemy. You don't want to get too close. But if you're in a ship that is all about using your secondaries, you have to get close or else they won't be able to fire. So what do you do? What do you do? Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. That's the turrets. Oh, that's the turrets, alright. It's a fun ship. I just need to get better at playing it, I think. Oh, you know what? What was that ship you wanted me to bring out? The Farragut. Oh, actually, what is it you don't like about the Leone? That's a premium ship, right? I think the game gave me that ship. What is it you don't like about the Leone? Let's have a little look at it here. If the game will kindly load. Just any second now, but yep. Yep. Whenever you're ready, video game. Whenever... Well, let's just look at the loadout. Okay, so it does have smoke. Good concealment, supposedly. It's alright. Torpedoes. Decent range. Decent reload time, sure. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. 47 seconds. That's pretty good. The guns, I never know what I'm looking at with the guns. Survivability, meh, who cares? It's a destroyer. If you're getting hit, you're doing something wrong. Oh, you love the ship and everyone thinks it's rubbish. It has an LE on the side, which I appreciate. Le Leon. Sorry. I'm losing my mind now. Alright, look. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to take this ship out. So I'll just be like 2 minutes. I won't be very long. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Make a cup of tea. Let's see. I have it set up wrong if I have decent concealment. But it's all about hiding. What have I got? It's going to tell me what it is. Let's see. Better dispersion. And whatever the other one is. Rudder shift time. So I can turn quicklier, I guess. And then whatever's on fucking Rizzo up here. I don't know. But there you go. That's what I got. Woo! So you would suggest then that I should be using my guns on this destroyer and not the torpedoes. Interesting. Alright, let's have some tea. Warm ourselves back up. It's raining at the moment. That's better. For real though, I should be shooting at people with this? Do I? Okay. That doesn't sound like me. But if you say so, I'll have a go. It always seems really dangerous to shoot at people in a destroyer because you're so thin and easy to kill. If I shoot, the enemy's just going to shoot at me, and then I'll be dead in short order. Let's see. I don't like that there's 8 destroyers in this game. A Fubuki, a Gaid, Gepard. I know that the first 2 are definitely very dangerous ships. The Dutch faults. Okay, that just seems rude. God, look at this. Higua, the Queen Elizabeth. Man, if I were here in my in my kamikaze, I would be sinking the Queen Elizabeth. All right, you know what? I'm gonna head up to A. I have smoke at least. What have I got? 4 guns. Okay. Oh, do I? That makes sense. All right. Yeah, I don't know, like, like, normally, if I'm driving a destroyer and I get spotted, that's the worst possible thing. So I turn, I lay smoke if I have to, I try to save it until I really need it. But usually, like, immediately turn, immediately lay smoke, break contact, and then go hide, and then come in from another direction and carry on torpedoing. But if you're actually fighting someone and you're going to get spotted anyway, what do? Do you lay smoke and... but then you won't be able to see them anymore, so you can't lay smoke and continue shooting unless someone else is spotting for you, right? But they're probably going to chase you down anyway. I don't know. And like, do you dodge? Do you drive into them? Do you drive away? You know, like, do I shoot at this guy now? He'll see me if I shoot at him though, and there's someone in A, so I probably don't want to get spotted until I can at least see them. I have a lot of guns, okay. But how much armor do I have? That's the question. Oh, this guy's moving too fast. What's that song? You're moving too fast. So I've been spotted, and I don't even know who can see me yet. Great. This guy? Alright. The Dutch faults. Okay, I'm going to try shooting at this guy. Oh no, there's 2 of them. Alright, hang on. I don't like the odds with 2 of them. But now we know where they are. Oh, and the battleship's firing on me. See, I've already lost the ability to steer. Is this really as fast as you can turn? Come on, battleship destroyer. You can do better than that. See what I mean? This is exactly what I would expect to happen if I engage the enemy. I get the crap kicked out of me until I can run away and hide, you know? It just does not seem like there's any way in which I can engage the enemy in a dinky little destroyer that's got no health. Like, your best bet in a destroyer is to get a few shots off and then get out of visibility range before they get their guns around on you. The moment they have their guns on you, you've already lost, because as you can see, I've just lost all my health. That's my experience. Obviously, other people are much better at it than me, but what just happened here, that's my experience in a destroyer. After getting spotted, you just get obliterated within seconds. Oh, my word. I don't think the Gaid is here. Was that the other ship? There was the Dutch fault, and there was some other destroyer, but I was so busy trying to survive that I didn't even see what it was called. It could have been the Gaid. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure what to do at this point. Oh yeah, well one of those destroyers has been sunk. Okay, so the gate has been sunk. Well, you know what? That guy's over there now, so I have the opportunity to swing around and get back into A. That is what I shall do. And also, there's some battleships up here. I may have the opportunity to fire a torpedo off at one of them on my way around the corner. Oh my word. Jesus Christ. I mean, at least I'm alive. For now, I'm concerned with the spotting range of this destroyer. It's certainly bigger than I'm used to. This Higua may spot me unless I can... Can I cut the corner here a little bit? Come on. Ah, yeah, you turn all right now, don't you? Come on, turn a little harder. There we go. Oh, shh. That Higua's going to see me. I won't get my thing around quick enough. Plus, she's going to be turning hard in this direction anyway. Okay, I think I'm just barely going to stay out of her range because she's turning, so she's slowed down. There was no point me firing torpedoes at her because she's turning pretty hard in this direction to come down here. If I could still see that other battleship, that would have been a pretty good guy to shoot at. But the enemy destroyer is over in that smoke, and we are probably going to head that way and try to help our Fubuki friend out.
Attention. Support that target.
And if possible, get just a real wide spread at the Queen Elizabeth. Let's see, she appears to be speeding up. Let's just fire there. And there. Right, now we're in gun mode, and this guy's already looking at me. And I completely missed. Turns out he was turning. Who did that? Oh, that was the Higua. Oh, that was this guy way back here. See, this is the problem. You get one shot, right? But the moment you're spotted, they get a volley off at you. That's it. It's over. That's the problem. Like, you get one opportunity to get away from them while they're turning their guns around, but the moment they've got their guns pointed at you, you're dead. The end. There's no escape. So that's the problem I have with destroyers that aren't played like submarines. I just don't get it. Because, like, you're so weak, everything can just kill you in a second, in a heartbeat. As opposed to Kamikaze, which stays hidden. I mean, the Kamikaze will also get slaughtered if she's seen, but at least she won't be seen. But let's try that other one. What was it? The Farragut. Let's give it a go. But yes, I'm not enthused. I'm not enthused. It's funny because when I'm trying to kill destroyers, I find them very hard to hit because they're small and squirrely and fast and difficult. But when I'm the one in the destroyer, the enemy has like a laser pinpoint and can snipe me. Even battleships can slaughter me with one eye closed. You know what I mean? Look at the draw. Oh, spilling my tea. We might get snow next week, they were saying. Yeah, we'll see. We had snow there a couple of weeks ago, which was nice. I'm a big fan of snow. I want a ridiculous amount of snow. There was some big snow thing in the 70s here where they got a ridiculous amount of snow. But I've never seen that myself. I just want there to be several feet of snow outside. I want to experience that. All right, what do we got?
Action stations.
Okay, they have a Fubuki and the T-22. Those are good ships. I don't know how to pronounce the Ledroy, or I don't even know anything about it. It's probably a pretty good ship, though. Yeah, I think it's probably a good ship. All right. This is going to be an interesting one. I guess the enemy are all in front of us. And annoyingly, I'm here with two battleships, which makes me the screening destroyer for them, which means I actually have to do my job. But how am I going to screen for them if the enemy can see me? I don't know how this is going to go. Ah, they're over there. Well, yeah, they're over there, but... my torpedo range is... not ideal. What is that? 5.5. Jesus, what are they running on? Cheese. Okay, so torpedoes are out of the question with this thing. If I were to shoot at this guy right now, which I could do, they've got a destroyer that can see me. And where is he? Right in front of me. All right, I'm gonna have to engage this guy. Come on, bring your guns around. we are going to have to try to get into cover rapidly. Oh, thank you. He laid smoke. That's going to be useful. See what I mean? You get one opportunity to run away, and if not, they just take all your health off you in one volley. That is playing destroyers for you. There's just nothing you can do, you know? And now I'm dead. That's it. That's why I never allow myself to be spotted as a destroyer. Because you get one chance to get away while they're turning their guns around. And then you get deleted in half a second. That's what happens. Now let's take out a good destroyer that won't get spotted. Because I'm in a bad mood now. I don't get put in a bad mood often by this game. But that poor Tirpitz match was very depressing. And taking out these destroyers and trying to play them in a way that I find very unpleasant. Nope, not a fan. So we're going to take out a fun destroyer and we're going to play it in a fun way. Pretending it's a submarine. Because I like U-boat. And what was that film? There's up periscope and down periscope. One of them is a comedy and one of them isn't. I like a good submarine film. Like, well, obviously Hunt for Red October is a great one. But there's also, what's that? Red something. What's that? It's Red something. Someone list submarine films at me. 21 kilometers. That is pretty wild. Play the champagne and sit 20 kilometers away. Yeah. And beans. I don't know. I'll find out. You may have a better chance than me because you're probably. Oh, hang on. I've got it now, Sammy. I've got it. But yeah, beans. Maybe you could Google it. Just search like UK 70s snow something. I don't know. You'll probably find it. It was significant enough. There was a couple of feet of snow. Right, yes, Sammy. So there was Hunt for Red October, which I just mentioned, but I knew there was another one that had something to do with red, and it was Crimson Tide, right? Crimson, like red. I think it was called Crimson Tide, and that was the one with Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington, and it's a modern submarine movie set on a US nuclear sub, and it's really good. It's a really good film. I won't spoil any of the plot for you, but it was a very good film. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, there haven't been many good submarine films, or indeed many submarine films, period. But sorry, I was just aiming with my brain. But generally the ones that have been made are good. Yeah, I'm a fan. Who've we got? Who's this destroyer? What do we reckon? It's one of those. Hopefully it's not the Mutsuki. Da, da, da. God, isn't this much more relaxing? They can't see me. Oh, I can feel the stress just leaving my body. Ah, I'm not going to try and torpedo the Omaha. They're very nimble ships. Very paper thin, but certainly nimble. He's going to be a problem, though. Him and that destroyer, to be fair, because they're both... Oh, there we go. I think I hit the... was it a New York? Whatever that... Yeah, it was a New York. I probably hit him. Hey, what, are you turning around? Yeah, the Omaha's pulling away. New York, New York. Were you coming this way, buddy? I'm hoping he's going to speed up. But I also needed to get my torpedoes off before I went behind cover. He is maybe speeding up. Yeah, I'm returning to the battlefield. Don't you worry. Yeah, Crimson Tide was a good film. Obviously, there's Das Boot, but actually, I haven't watched Das Boot yet. I know it's the... oh, look at that. Look, that's where their destroyer is. He's all the way over here now. I know there's... I know Das Boot is the submarine film. But I just haven't had the time... Oh, no. What are you doing? I haven't sat down yet. Koenig, get the hell out of there, dude. You are screwed. Am I going to hit the New York? Yes, I am going to hit the New York. Oh, you know what? The thing with like destroyers that with guns and stuff, I'm not saying that's a bad way to play them. It's just that I'm no good at that. This is what I'm good at. hiding and torpedoing people. Yeah. Now, I want that destroyer to fire some torpedoes because I want to know where he is. I assume he's still in the smoke, but that's not an assumption you really want to make because he could have moved away and pulled behind the island by now. We have a cruiser, the Phoenix, over there. Wait, who's firing at him? The Kuma. Interesting. I don't like how quiet that destroyer's being, especially with a very tasty battleship right here to shoot at. Where is he? Why isn't he firing his torpedoes yet? Oh, there he is. Oh, and it is the Matsuki. Great. Great and not great. You know what I mean? Just fire off a random spread. Kick in the engine burn. Maintain that separation.
Engine boosters on.
If I have to, I will use my guns. I would rather not lose a battleship here. I don't really want to fire on him. He'll be a little scared with all this spread of torps, though. It should give him pause for just a moment to think about his life choices. All right, something I don't normally do. Ooh, oh, didn't even need to fire my guns. All right, wonderful. Kuma next. She can be nimble when she wants to be. Oh, come on, Kamikaze's so awful with her guns. Ah, you beauty. All right, they got her. Good. Well, that just about wraps up this side of the map. We could try to head down and flank on their side. I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll head down there. They do have an aircraft carrier. If they're smart, they've moved their aircraft carrier to the other corner of the map. But yeah, I'm going to head down here, basically. I'm just kind of telling the team that's what I'm going to do. I got my speed boost on, so I might as well make good use of it while I'm here. Anyway, back to the chat. Oh, was it the 80s? All right, it was. Oh, who launched those torpedoes? It can't have been those two destroyers. 50 centimeters in London and other parts of Britain, 75. Yeah, that's reasonably deep. 50, so half a meter. That's what, like 2.5 feet or something? I'm bad at conversions. Who's running away? The Omaha. Oh, you survived, did you? Fair play to you, mate. We won't try to sink the Omaha. She'll be too hard to torpedo, especially if she's moving away from us. What else have we got? Oh, this is relaxing. So, I should learn from this. Sammy, if you're still here, or whoever, you just watched me do very poorly with a destroyer gunboat twice.
We're taking it slow from here.
What did I do wrong? If you can just name like one thing, or overall, specific or overall, what was my mistake? Because I, drove along, got near the enemy, got within gun range, and when they spotted me and I spotted them, I started shooting at them, and then they immediately slaughtered me. So what went wrong there? Okay, there's their aircraft carrier. Cosmolets. She's moving, I think. Yeah, she's moving away. My torpedo range is 8.1, so unless she turns towards me... I don't know how fast she is. I don't want to go into their base right now, because they'd know I was here. Like, if I stayed outside of the base, I might end up trying to capture their base, maybe, but if I can stay out of it and just catch up with this group a little bit. I was rather hoping I might be able to torpedo the Cosmolets. As soon as I go into their base, they'll know I'm here. That's the problem. But I think they're leaving anyway. I could just nip into their base. What are you doing, Mr. Algieri? You're all just leaving. You see, if I were to go into their base now, they would just send the aircraft carrier could just send its planes to bomb and harass me. It would not be ideal. That Omaha, screening without knowing she's screening. And hello, there's a destroyer coming over here. Alright, I'm going to swing away for a minute. I don't want that destroyer to spot me. It is doing its job of... hang on. You know what? Should we see if we can hit the Omaha? Oh, no, we can't hit the Omaha. All right, I need to turn away. I've let that destroyer get too close. Because I took a moment to try to see if I could hit one of these guys. But she's behind... no, she's over there somewhere. At least she was. I'm not going to keep moving away forever, though. But it's going to be very difficult to reach my main targets, like the aircraft carrier and that battleship, if there's a screening destroyer and that cruiser in the way who'll spot me. So we're going to have to swing around and just wait. I'm just going to have a little patience. I could always hug that island and try to jump out on the destroyer, hoping it's immediately on the other side of the island, which it honestly might be. It's a real dangerous move, but I do have smoke available, so I could try it. Because, right, there was a destroyer over there. You can see it on the minimap where it used to be. And it probably... Oh, he came over here. Alright, he's turning away. As opposed to towards me, so that's fine. At this point, I think we have an opportunity to try to take their base, as it were. Maybe they're also taking our base. But I'm hoping the aircraft carrier and cruiser can deal with that. Actually, things are looking pretty bad overall. There's no reason not to jump in here at this point. That destroyer is going to come back and be a big problem for us. I'm going to swing around. He knows where I am. I'm going to swing back around. And I guess I'm going to have to try and engage him. I don't want to bring my guns to bear, but I may have to. He's not going to be easy to torpedo. I don't like fighting destroyers in my destroyer. That's not really what I'm here for. I'm here to take out capital ships. Okay. That Omaha continues to harass people. Honestly, these battleships who are behind me could very quickly end the Omaha if they wanted to. Where's she gone? Has she kept moving away? Surely not. Surely she turned back to torpedo these guys. That Omaha should not last very long with two battleships firing on her. This is concerning. Alright, let's... come on, lads. It's the Omaha. All you have to do is hit it. I don't like that. I don't know where the Cyclone's gone. I'm basically at her last known position. Maybe she swung way further out than expected. Okay, there goes the Omaha. I figured. That Cyclone has to turn back around to engage us. Oh, and apparently we're losing. Look at how many people are left. It's just me and these two battleships. Well, I'm never going to catch up with their aircraft carrier, and that's going to be the end of us, frankly. And they're capturing our base, and it seems while I was not paying attention, our team lost. Our team that was up there died. There's not really anything I can do. See, the Cosmolet's moving away from me. I'll never be able to torpedo her. The Cyclone, if she doesn't come back, I'll never know where she went. And all I can really do now is engage these ships that are coming down from the north. Oh, hello. So we know the Cyclone's over there somewhere. That's great and all, but where? Alright. Let's just turn on the old engine boost, see what we can do here. I don't think I'll hit this guy. He'll go behind cover before I have the opportunity to torpedo him, sadly. This is a loss either way. I'm turning my back on the Cyclone because, well, there's nothing else I can really do. This guy doesn't seem to be slowing down. Oh. Don't ask Sam, he's lucky most of the time. Huh. Alright, there's that Cyclone way over there. Or actually, it could be the other one. No, it is the Cyclone. The other one I was oh, the game ended anyway. I was expecting the other destroyer to come down kind of the direction I was going in. One of the reasons I was going up there was to try and cut him off before he could get to my my friendly battleships. That went okay. I mean, I know we lost, but it went reasonably well. We can relax for a moment. I enjoy the submarine destroyer kind of gameplay. It's it can be quite tense, even if the enemy can't see you. It can still be quite tense. Yeah, that was fun. I'll have to learn at some point. I'll have to learn. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong with these things. I mean, I could bring it out again. I'm tempted to, But without really knowing what I'm supposed to be doing better, it's difficult to just pull it out again and hit that wall. Because my issue is when you engage the enemy in this thing, right? And you're using your guns because you're very fragile. And I know that you could dodge, right? Well, you can try to dodge, but also you've got other very dodgy guys going up against you. Which is very, if I'm dodging around, I'm not firing, right? Because I have to get my eye in on the guns, and I have to get the guns to bear. So if I'm spinning all over the place, my guns aren't going to be able to get in arc and fire particularly effectively very often. So then I'll be the guy that isn't firing my guns, and the other guy's going to be the guy firing at me. So it's tricky. I'll give it another crack. Why not? Give it a go. And I'll just try again. I'll try to drive towards the enemy and shoot at them, I guess, whilst trying to capture a point. We'll see how it goes. I don't have much hope. A fool's hope, as they say. I'm going to put this British Colonies book away. Actually, what's at the back? Is there anything in the back? Any glossaries of terms? What is in the back here? Oh, come on. A new series of lantern slides selected and arranged to illustrate the British colonies and their industries by the Reverend William Parr Greswell. Okay. I see. All right. So along with this book, because I said this was an educational book for like college, uni students, at the back it gives a list of like numbered slides, you know, like projector slides. Slide number 125, a flock of sheep. Okay. Slide 138, a geezer. Slide 128, a rabbiter, the rabbit pest. Okay. Slide 123, a kangaroo. Okay, I'm putting the book away. That's interesting. You think it's a terrible ship. But look at it. How could you hate this ship? It looks nice. It says Le on it. Le baguette. Oui, oui. It's just funny because it's not French. Alright. So normally... I mean, it's got good torpedo range. If you look at the crazy torpedo range for its spotting range... Normally that would tell me that the torpedoes are slow and take forever to reload, because with every benefit there's going to be a negative, right? The problem is I'm way out in the open here, and I'm going towards like 2 battleships. So if I'm coming up here to try and take A or something, and honestly, I'm going to have to... See, now we're in the fight. Surely those 2 battleships are going to engage me. See, I'm not really very good at shooting at destroyers. I don't do it very often. I'm always bad at judging their speed. I'm usually quite good at judging other ships' speed with ease, but not necessarily these chaps. I didn't even hit him and he wasn't moving. So now what I'm doing is driving towards him to try and spot him. Which is going to go just swimmingly. I mean, I have a rough idea of where he is. Oh, there he is. Okay. I think I fired at the ocean that time. Now I have to turn away because he's going to torpedo me. I might as well try to torpedo him as well. Have I hit him yet? I mean, I just hit him. I think that was the first time I actually hit him. I don't expect to hit him with any of my actual shots. I'm hoping I'm avoiding these torpedoes. Yeah, just about. Swing back around. I think in order to destroy the enemy with the guns, one must first hit them. I read that somewhere. This battle's going better because this guy is not very good. And because the battleships have not decided to engage me yet. But there is that one that keeps coming at me. Is he over here? Alright, I think someone just sunk him. Problem is, the Koenig can see me. Not ideal. Alright, I'll just sink the Koenig next. Right? That's what I'll do. Have I got torpedoes? Yes. Just... He'll notice me at some point, right? He's not aiming his guns at me yet. He'll eventually aim his guns at me, right? I think he's about to. If I don't shoot at him, I'm hoping he doesn't remember I'm here. This guy has the memory of a goldfish. Alright, I think I'm close enough at this point to swing around. Has he still not got his guns on me?
The ship is on fire.
Da, 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 da. Let's make sure he's not pointing. Oh, no, he's pointing his guns over here.
Main turret critically damaged.
Okay, just in case someone else wants to come and get me. God, that was very dumb on his part. He just allowed me. See, I laid smoke because I figured there'd be someone else that wants to pick me off. Alright, so that was real dumb on his part. He allowed me to get right into his grill. My God. Thank God that some people are as bad at this game as I am. Makes me feel good.
Smoke screens.
Oh, look at all the holes on my ship. They're glowing. It's almost like I can look inside. Alright, we are going to swing around and we are going to head up towards A. I know I've got no health, so I have to be a bit more careful. And I've used my smoke up. Shoot once and die. That's what happened earlier. Yeah. This time I did okay because, because the guys I was... Oh, hello. Because the guys I was up against were not particularly good at the game. Oh, you know what? No, that's not entirely true because they took off most of my health. Can I fire on the Gaid here? Oh, he's spinning all over the place. It's just I'm in smoke right now, so I should be okay to fire on him. Alright, now. Is it this cruiser? Oh, well, you can see me now.
Engine boost deactivated.
He's going to start moving, because I would. Alright, now we have to see how good this thing is at dodging. Because I will not take more than one volley from this guy. I'm not going to overstay my welcome, I don't think. I'm going to swing around to starboard and just run away. And he's swinging to port? Yeah. He's being clever now and only firing one volley at a time so he can get his eye in on me.
The ship is on fire. Enemy cruiser sighted.
I don't really want to put this fire out in case he takes my engines out or something and then I'm just screwed, but I'm going to have to. At least my guns are coming around. I may die here, but at least I get a couple more shots off before I die. Yeah, he's hitting me pretty nicely here. See if I can wiggle a bit. I just got to wiggle at this point. Oh, you know what? Those shots look like they're going to hit me. Oh, no, they missed. Wiggle, wiggle. Alright, there we go. We managed to break. But he's in C. That, what was it? The Gaid or something is in C. And I do not have the health or capability of doing anything about it, frankly. Where do you reckon he is? He could be literally anywhere. At this point, I'm just randomly firing. What are the odds I'll hit anything? With 200 health points, all one can really do is randomly fire and run away, I think. Still, this game went better than the other ones did. Our little team here are not long for this world. These guys are going to get peppered by that cruiser, plus they've got the Dunkirk on them. And they've got the guy down here who's currently focusing on the Congo, but not for long. Not for long. We may have the numbers in a way, but if you look at the map, we're so spread out. I don't think we can bring enough force to bear, except maybe right here. There's not really anything I can do with that guy. Is he reversing? I don't think he's moving at all. Is he? I don't think he's moving. Do I fire torpedoes at him? Someone already has. I think it'd be a waste. Let's see what happens with these torpedoes. Are they going to hit him? Oh, he is moving. Oh yeah, he's just started moving now. Probably to dodge those torpedoes. Well, he's not long for this world. No point firing on him. Come on, lads. Finish him off. Alright, I'm going to head north. I don't know what happened to their destroyer, because he was down there where these other guys are. You know, with those guys to the south of C. Surely he's still trying to torpedo these guys back here. Yeah, there goes the Nuremberg. Okay, well at least we can capture A. And I will generally hang out with this guy. Wait, how am I being spotted? Spotted by whom?
Smoke generator
I'm
started.
being seen by a destroyer. Where's my... I don't know.
Requesting
I'm just going to
assistance.
request support. Oh, hello. Someone's firing from up here. Must be someone up here. Oh, let's see. Ek has followed me. Thank you. You're number 71. I appreciate
Smoke
it.
screen set.
I've not had a new follower in quite a while. It's been like 2 weeks or something. It's nice. I'd almost forgotten what the sound means. I'm going to try and stay in A. It's real dangerous with my no health. We know that one of their destroyers has to be up here, right? Because someone saw me a minute ago and I didn't see them, so it had to be him. Plus someone's firing... Where's the I've been seen button? It's here somewhere. There we go. Ah, there we go. This guy's just gonna fire a volley off at me. You know what? I'm gonna die anyway. If I can get 1 or 2 shots off, no, I couldn't get the guns around in time. Unfortunately, he was down there. He must have gotten around us. Look at that. He got all the way around us. Very nice. It's a good ship. That ship. Well, as suspected, we are not going to win this one. This Nicholas is gone. So it's just this battleship that I was hanging out with, the Arizona. Oh well, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Yeah, this game went alright, didn't it? I got lucky, really. I went up against a destroyer that wasn't a very good shot, and a battleship that didn't notice I was directly in front of him. He was so focused on the guy he was shooting at, and not at all on me, which really worked out for me. Oh my god, have I still got dailies? Is it that one ship, the Nagato? Still haven't won in this thing. Alright, we need to at least finish our dailies, right? Yeah, we do. Let's rub my hands together, warm up a little bit. Was it a GG Fall Guy? Was it? It was actually. It wasn't too bad. Genevi, are you just rubbing your face on the keyboard, or is that a ship? The Genevi. You're just trying. Oh, you were serious. You said it was a good double D's. The Genevi? Did we see a Genevi? What the hell's a Genevi? Did you type it wrong? Or is that a real ship? I don't know. If we saw one of those in this game, I didn't even notice it. Oh, wait, was that the ship at the start that I sunk? The destroyer. I couldn't tell you what that ship was called. It was so long ago. It was a different lifetime ago. Yeah, I do think so. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, the one I was shooting at. Man, it was so long ago. You know, the great thing about a game like this, and indeed me playing competitive games generally, unless things go really badly, is
Let's do this.
I forget everything about the previous game as soon as I leave it. Like, immediately. In fact, even it works the other way too. When I play a game like this with my buddy, so often I'll pick a ship, right? And then on the load screen I'll be like, Jesus, what ship did I pick? I don't remember anything. Am I in a battleship? Am I in an aircraft carrier? And then when the game loads in, I'm always surprised. I'm like, oh, right, I guess I'm playing this ship then. Because 2 seconds after I pick a ship, I don't remember what the hell I did. Alright, so I have been blasted to hell and back in this ship today. Every time I've picked it, I've been slaughtered. Remember that time the Iowa took off like all my health in one volley? So I'm going to be super cautious this time. I'm going to go all the way around this rock. And it's both cautious and dangerous, right? Because on the one hand, there's a lot of cover, but on the other hand, I might be around here on my own up against a destroyer or something. I mean, no, the one destroyer's over there. But you get the idea. Like, I'm going to be cut off from my team. I'm also going to be cut off from a lot of fire from over here, sure, but whatever I end up going up against around this corner, I'm mostly on my own. I do have this Nuremberg with me, good cruiser. And it looks like the de Grasse is going to attempt to pull in here. He might manage it. He is going up against a fair few ships over there. If he can get into that, if he can squeeze in here. We have a good shot. We have a good shot at winning this little corner of the map. Who have we got up here? We've got a Colorado coming in our direction. I'm hopeful. You know what? I did take some drugs today actually. For the first time in a while. I'm on ibuprofen, that's what it's called. I couldn't remember the name. I have a little bit of a sore arm for some. Yeah, I'll tell you. All right, I've got a story. All right, it's not a very good story, but I've got at least some news about my friends that I think is funny and interesting, and I don't know, I'll just tell you. So I know this guy, and he's crazy. He is very healthy, and he goes on insanely long bike rides just constantly, and like crazy hikes and all kinds of things. Like he'll cycle from Manchester to the coast up to like Blackpool or whatever like it's nothing, just like in a day, and then back again. He's mental. And he did one of those challenge things. It has a weird like foreign sounding name on it, but it's one of those like multi-sport, you do multiple sport things in one kind of day challenge that his colleagues put him up to. And so he did it, and he's still at that age in his like 20s where his body is capable of anything. Like you don't need to do, I mean, he does exercise a lot, but he's at that stage where he doesn't need to put a huge amount of work in to be able to like suddenly rock up one day and climb a mountain or whatever. He can just kind of do it. And also on top of that, he is, fit and gets out and exercises a bunch. So anyway, so he did this thing, and his arms, whatever part of the sport thing was, his arms were killing him basically. Like he could barely lift them afterwards because he'd used them in ways he doesn't normally use them. And I saw him the other day, and he could barely lift his arms, but he was having a good time. Goodbye Nuremberg. Goodbye Linda. Sorry. But he was on grand form, right? He was on good form. We spent the evening together, and then I heard from him later on. And he said, I'm in the hospital now. This was, 11 o'clock at night or something. We'd been together much of the day. He said, I'm in the hospital. I've got an IV attached. Look at those planes, by the way. That's cool. Turns out, and I forget what it's called. It's got some medical name. But it turns out that he'd worked himself so hard that his muscles had actually started to, like, disintegrate. There's a word for it. I forget what it is, but he'd overworked his muscles so much that the bone connecting muscles, the muscles that actually attach to the bone, had started to disintegrate, and all of that stuff was going into his blood, and it was poisoning his blood, right? And it's something that's perfectly treatable, but if you don't treat it, it will kill you. It's fatal because the disintegrating muscles end up getting all this, toxins in your blood, which screws up your kidneys, and you get kidney failure and you die. And it's easy enough to treat as long as you catch it, because they just put you on a bunch of IVs and flush your system out. And I think in the end he said he had about 7 or 8 different needles in him that overnight. And he's fine now. He just has to go back a few times and drink a lot of water and flush his system out, basically. But it's kind of wild, and I like to think that that's evidence that exercise is bad for you, because if you exercise, you'll die. But what a weird illness, right? To have your muscles be so overworked that they start to fall apart and then poison your kidneys and kill you. That's kind of wild. So hopefully he'll continue, exercising and going out and having a good time, but not overdoing it to the point of giving himself a fatal illness. You know what I mean? I wish I could remember what it was called. I think it began with R, but it was a medical word that doesn't sound English. Wild. I feel like I've not been very effective in this match because I've done like 1,000 damage. It's just the way it worked out. I'm in a big slow battleship, and you know what? More survivable though. My plan came to fruition. Uh-oh. I think I just pressed the button by accident. What did I just press? Oh, I pressed repair. Well, didn't really need to. There's a destroyer up here that's gonna go after our Colorado. You know what? I could fire on the Mackinson, but I really want to help our Colorado out because he's gonna get screwed by this Agile. The Agile disappeared. Come on. Do you reckon he's still there? He probably isn't. But there you go. I got one volley off. I need to focus on the guy in front of me. No, he's not still there. Oh well. Oh well. Focus on the Mackinson. How is no one in chat thinking that that was a crazy story? That's a crazy story. Exercise. It's bad for you. Not even once. Don't do it, kids. It's not worth it. You've got so much to live for. Come on! Boom! Let's see what my guns can do on the Mackinson. Not bad. Not bad at all. They're bombing me now. The aircraft carrier. I'm probably near the aircraft carrier. This is another loss for us. Has the Mackinson... No, he's still kind of plodding along. He's going to get one more volley off at me. He's slowed down so he can get a volley off and then hide. And here it comes. Here is said volley. Now he's going to kick his engines in and just get into cover. And I'm not going to be able to hit him again. I'll have a go. I might just hit his arse as he goes around the corner. Nah, I missed him. Alright. It's just you and me now, Colorado. And their aircraft carrier is down there somewhere. Pretty much. I mean, I could go down there. I wasn't going to, but this thing keeps harassing me to the point that I might as well. Hang on, I'm going to need to turn into these torpedoes. Oh. Mackinson's still back there. Ah, well, the torpedoes hit. Hello, Mackinson. What? Why aren't you looking at me? Oh, his secondary's range is slightly better than mine. He's going to kick his engines in. I don't know what he's doing. Sounds like I'm getting torpedoed, though. Yep, there they are. Oh, it's a good thing this thing's got good torpedo protection. Alright, it's all over for me. He's put his engines on, so I won't be able to get my secondaries onto him.
Heard you. I'm on it.
But at least I can shoot at him. Oh, wow. Talk about a spread, Nagato. What have your gunnery men been drinking? Could we try again? Maybe aim at him this time? Wow. Holy crap. That's terrible. That's a really awful spread. I'm getting torpedoed from the left. I know. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm not going to win. God, great. Just well done, though. Maybe I'll get one more volley off before the end. Yeah, well, I did, at least. I did. I hit him. Fair enough.
We let them take the lead?
Yeah, so look at that. There's never any chance we were going to win. I am very disappointed at the spread on that Nagato. Wow, that was awful. I feel like if it had been a bit better, we could have sunk that Mackinson. We got enough volleys off at him there at the end. We could have sunk him if only we'd hit him. My aim was perfect. Don't forget to drink your tea. Hey, let me put this British Colonies book away. Every time I go to put it away, I open it instead. One of the earliest references to sugar in Great Britain is that of £100,000 of the article shipped to London in 1319 by Tommaso Loredano, a merchant of Venice, to be exchanged for wool. In the 18th century, the increasing use of tea and coffee made it popular. See, just little tidbits, weird facts. Gotta love them. They closed my favourite second-hand bookshop that was near me. I'm bummed out. Where am I going to go now to get my weird old books? Oh, we're not going to win that one either, are we? I don't think we're going to get our daily Nagato win today, to be honest. Any requests on type of ship? I've not brought an aircraft carrier out today, so unless anyone has a different opinion, I might grab my... I think the Ryujo. I'm still leveling up, right? $128,000. All right. You got 5 seconds to make a request. Otherwise, it's going to be aircraft carrier. Ooh, actually, hang on. I've got crates to open. Okay. I'll press the button eventually. Random stuff? Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Always need random stuff. I'm never going to pay for it, so I might as well get it. More random stuff. Great. Great, I'm so excited. Just what I wanted. Random stuff. Oh. I read it too late, Mahan. I think I do I have a Mahan? If I have it, I'll pull it out next. I don't think I have it. Do I have it? I don't know. I know I've played with and against a Mahan many times. I don't know if I have one. I would like to have one. We'll see. Let's get through this match. We'll get slaughtered probably. And then we'll see. Well, my fingers are getting cold. If I lose this match, it's because I have cold fingers. Slow response times. Directions for use. Spray 1 to 2 sprays per nostril every 6 to 8 hours, unless advised otherwise by your doctor. Consult your doctor or pharmacist if you do not store above 25 Celsius. You know what? You know, a lot of like cold medicines don't really do much. But this Vicks Sinex Micro Mist nasal spray, when I had a cold a few weeks ago, I was my sinuses were all blocked up, and it was like that for weeks, even after I got better. This spray was amazing. It really worked. It did exactly what it says on the tin. Unblocks the nose fast. It was great. With a menthol aroma. Yeah, it was like spraying cigarettes up my nose. But it worked. You know what? Fair play to them. It worked. Fair play, Procter and Gamble. Sounds like you know, I always thought would be a great name for like a cop duo on TV, right? You know, you've got things like Procter and Gamble. It sounds like a police like detective duo. I always thought it'd be a good one. Cock it and pull it, right? Cock it and pull it, because it's like the gun. Like you cock the gun and you pull the trigger. Like Detective Inspector Cockett and Sergeant Pullett. I don't know. I always just thought that'd be funny. I want to see at least a sketch. Can someone do a police sketch where it's Cockett and Pullett? I'll bring the Farragut out again. I'll have another go. I've cheered up now. That's the kamikaze is good for your mental health. It really cheers you up. What I like to try to do at the start of these games, when you have a good idea of where their aircraft carrier is and he's not reversed and hidden yet, is I like to just send my planes immediately over towards them. And try not to get shot down by, so many battleships anti-air before I get there. Try at least. That's a lot of battleships, though. They're not shooting at me yet, though. He should be right back here somewhere. If I can get a few torpedoes into him, that'll really piss him off. Here he is. Hello. Well, he's already furious. Ha ha ha, see what I did there? God, he's red. He's red with anger? I don't know. Alright, come on. Come on. Is he moving? No. Okay. What? Come on. Come on, what? Come on. I think one of them might hit if I'm lucky. That was... Lads, you got to do better than that. Okay, I did hit him and cause some flooding. Still, I feel like we could have done better. Oh, the Incomparable. Yes, that's the one I have. I've only got the one. Why... Oh, was that your request for a ship besides the Mahan? Anything in the L tier? You know, I keep forgetting. There are things you get right from the legendary tier. Maybe I should be taking them out more often. I only just recently got it, so I always forget I have it. How do you pronounce this? Wait, is this the Dakir, the Vulcan science vessel? Oh, hey, speaking of Star Trek, topical. That new Star Trek show... Oh, he's turning towards me. Alright, fair enough. That new Star Trek show just aired its first episode, Starfleet Academy. And I have thoughts. Oh, there we go, I hit him. Can we hit the Fuso as well? I have thoughts about Starfleet Academy. I do. It's tricky these days, and I think it probably always was, because there are people that are so passionate, shall we say, about these shows, especially the new ones, because they are so different. Good. I hit him with both torpedoes. Nice. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, I thought he was sending his torpedo planes towards me, but he's turned them around. Alright, we're just going to stop for now. Yeah, because those torpedo planes aren't coming my way. Let's just launch what we've got left, try and torpedo some fellas in B. And then I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to go towards C, because look at the map. The enemy are in B, and there's nothing between me and them except for one little dinky cruiser. Yeah, I think I'm going to sink. Yeah, this little guy is the only guy coming over to help me out. Fair enough. Fair enough. But it's not going to end well for me. Alright, seeing as I only have a couple of torpedo planes, let's start my dive nice and early. I have, 10 seconds to get my eye in anyway. 5, 4, 3... Yeah, I'm going to miss. God, this guy does like to... When you drop your torpedoes from this plane... Oh, I hit something. They like to go a bit bow-legged, don't they? Weirdly enough. I think his bomber planes are looking for me. Oh, yeah, look at that. They're looking for me, alright. Well, by all means, come and bomb me. Anyway, yes, so... The new Star Trek show, Starfleet Academy. I'm focusing on the game, so I'll give my very brief thoughts. I quite liked it. I was dubious because it certainly has the possibility of becoming a... Okay, so Starfleet Academy, it's set in the future, in the Star Trek Discovery era, like 1,000 years ahead of, like, Picard and all of that stuff. And it's about, school kids, like, university-aged, like 19-year-olds joining the academy, right? So you're gonna get, I shouldn't cut the corner here. I should keep moving because this guy's gonna see me.
Requesting assistance.
So, let's just swing this around nice and tight and then harass the battleship while I attempt to run away. Yeah, that ought to do it. Alright, we have some torpedoes, let's go. So, I was concerned that it was going to be very much like those like CW shows, like all of that stuff like The Flash and Arrow and stuff, which was... some of those two were actually the least bad of the bunch. But I was worried it would be very YA, kind of young adult kind of stuff, and it would be a lot of, angsty teen drama, which is totally fine for those guys, but not for me. Oh, come on, I pulled the trigger just as it came out of the frickin' dive. Well, I'm done for. They can see me. Nothing I can do now, I'm afraid. Alas, my team left me to the wolves, unfortunately. Half my team went one way and half the other, and the enemy just came straight through the middle of the map and straight to where I was. Nothing that could be done. Anywho, I was worried it was going to be a lot of that, right? But in the pilot, at least, no. You had a little bit of that, but in a reasonable way. How to describe it? So far, you can definitely see the beginnings of the idea of like, there's going to be some romances, and there's going to be some rivalries, school rivalries and things like that. But it didn't feel childish. It felt... I'm not going to say grown up. It felt like reasonable, generally mature university adults doing all that stuff. And like, yeah, they've got their hormones and they've got their, rivalries and their issues and so on. I was killed by a cat in a bag. But it didn't feel unreasonable. It felt relatively grounded, and it was minimal enough, at least in the pilot, that it was perfectly like avoidable. That you didn't have to groan or anything. And the bad guy was great. He was chewing up the scenery. That guy was amazing. Every scene he was in, he was fantastic. And the woman that was playing the captain on the ship, She is an excellent actress. I think, I don't know, she may have won an Oscar for something. I don't think I've seen her in anything before. She did the voice of the mother in The Incredibles, and I don't think I've seen her in anything else. But she was really wonderful in that role as kind of the head of the school and the captain of the ship kind of thing. I don't know where it's going to go yet. Yes, Smallville was excellent. This is true. I don't know where this show's going to go. Because it's set in a school essentially, and obviously they have a spaceship and they're going to go to space and do spacey things, and it's a sci-fi show. But how are they going to balance the having to have the school drama stuff and it being a Star Trek show? And I know people had similar like concerns when something like DS9 came on, and they were like, oh well, how is it going to be a Star Trek show if they never go anywhere? They're just on a space station. So yeah, you can have a show like this and it still be Star Trek, and it still explore, interesting themes that make you think, and have interesting characters with depth and so on. Right, hang on, I had some requests. What was the request? It was the Mahan or something. Is that that would be Japanese? Is the Mahan Japanese? Or is it German? I don't have it. I don't think I have it. Hang on, I've stopped scrolling chat. There we go. I don't think I have the Mahan. Because I don't know. Oh, it's American. What are they doing using a foreign word then? No, apparently I don't have it, because these are the three I have. Yeah. So there you go. There's the answer. But you know what? I should bring out that fancy ship. Speaking of the legendary ones, because I think I only brought it out like once. Well, maybe twice. Incomparable. All right, sure. Anyway, yeah. It wasn't bad so far. It was pretty good. I do have complaints. I have small complaints, but the fact that they're only small complaints, and you know what? The fact that I got to the end of the episode wishing I could watch the next one immediately, that's my kind of praise. That was good. That was impressive. That was fun. But yes, a few small issues. Some of them a bit more nitpicky than others. There was a bit of space combat. There was a bit of, like, the ship got attacked and they were disabled, right? And boarded. But here's the thing. So they're being attacked, and the enemy are firing this thing at them that disables them. I don't want to talk spoilers or anything, but, it's a Star Trek pilot. There's going to be a bit of shooting, right? And they know they're disabled, and like the helm officer says, like, oh, the helm's been disabled. It's not responding. I can't do anything. And so, like, maybe 20 seconds later, the captain's like, oh, evasive maneuvers. And I'm like, what, are you an idiot? Do you not remember just now when they said the helm didn't work? And it was the same thing with the weapons. They were like, oh, the weapons are offline. And then they're like, fire torpedoes. I'm like, dude, do you have the memory of a sieve? They just told you they don't work. Oh, it's the surname of a naval guy. Was he the same guy that decided this paint job? Which I apparently put on here as some kind of joke because I am hilarious. I don't know. Anyway, so there was little, things like that. And because, of course, it's a show about essentially, college school kids, right, in space, the actual bridge crew felt a little less like... They felt bumbling and incapable of solving any problem at all. So, like, the ship was disabled, and they had no thoughts on how to resolve this issue. They were like, oh, we're screwed. I don't know. They didn't even really try to do anything about it, right? Because that gave, in the script, that gave the young, like, academy students the opportunity to be the ones that saved the day, right? And they did. They saved the day, and they saved the ship. But I understand why... But it's kind of silly because you have a crew of capable Starfleet officers who have their hands tied by the script, because if they don't, then obviously the correct response is to have the Academy kids like lock themselves down in their quarters while the actual adult officers solve whatever the problem is. Do you not normally get the legendary ships in normal matches? Because I'm seeing a lot of ships with these like white stars, which I think means they're legendary ships. And I've never seen that before until now. So maybe this isn't the place for me. I don't want to be surrounded by people who are really good at the game. Because I suck. This guy is called Poop, though. So I don't know. Maybe I've got a shot. I've never seen the Henry IV before, though. Anyway, I'm concerned. There's a destroyer in A. I'm gonna turn on my sonar and turn around because I'm pretty confident that this guy is right next to me. I mean, he's here somewhere. He can't be that close to me because my sonar's not picking him up, but he is in A, and if I were him, I'd be firing torpedoes at me. Unless he's going after this other guy, the Rhode Island. I do have high explosive loaded, you're right. I probably should change that. I was maintaining it for a minute. Jesus wept, have you got enough torpedoes? What the... How many destroyers are out there? This can't all have come from one destroyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 torpedoes from one destroyer. Jesus Christ. And he's apparently some kind of space fish. Okay. That seemed a bit ridiculous if it was just one destroyer. But whatever. Whatever. Maybe those ships aren't for me. Not if it's just a load of, like, pro players with the finest of ships in the game. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we won't pull that ship out again. Maybe. Yeah, that new show was good. A few little issues, as I said, but generally good. God, what was the other problem I had with it? There was that. Oh, yeah, the other problem I had. And remember, these are the only problems I have with it, so I like everything else about it. Like, the Doctor was very good, you know, Robert Picardo, he was marvellous. Back in the role of the EMH, he was very good. The characters, the kids, right? They all have their own personalities and things going on. There's a woman who was born in space and has never been on a planet before. There is one of the students is a hologram, like a holographic life form, who's actually only been alive for 6 months. So they kind of don't know how to interact with people yet, and so on and so forth. There's a Klingon who's like very anxious and reserved and like nervous all the time, right? Like he's neurotically nervous, and he wants to be, I think he wants to be a doctor or something. So there's that kind of juxtaposition of that character. And he will eventually find his voice and come out of his shell and stuff like that. And what else? And then there's the main character boy who like lost his mother at a young age and became like an orphan criminal, and he's been on the run his whole life, and now he's at the academy, and so on. So they all have interesting stuff going on that is going to be probably pretty interesting to flesh out, right? Especially because they're approaching it not in a whiny, childish way, but in a relatively mature, like, yes, they're young, you know, but they're not idiots, right? Like, they're able to have mature relationships in as much as they can at the age they're at, and so on. But what I thought was odd was, okay, so you have the, you know Draco Malfoy, right? You've heard of Draco Malfoy. He was the bully character from Harry Potter, right? So there's a Draco Malfoy in this school, right? He shows up near the start, and he immediately like, some guy drops something, and so he picks it up and won't give it back to him and throws it to his friends. He has a little posse of friends who follow him. He's Draco Malfoy, right? He's the bully character. And let's pull out the Königsberg, why not? And so you know like what he's like, and he's like, oh, I'm fancy and special. I'm the first of my species to join the academy. I'm going to be a captain. I'm basically Draco Malfoy. I'm an up myself officer guy. No one's ever said no to me. You know, Draco Malfoy. But by the end of the episode, he's had his arc. He's been humanized and shown to, have depth and have like feelings and insecurities and have a good side, and the other characters are endeared to him now. And that was episode 1 of the series. You've already done his arc. Is he going to go back to being a bit of a dick? But now we know he's not really a bad guy. Like, it doesn't... That... What? It's a bit... Like, you had an interesting character, but you just raced to the end. And the main character guy, the guy that was an orphan and on the run and a criminal his whole life, he's kind of like, you know, he's a loner and he's like angry at the system because it put his mother in prison. Like, he doesn't like Starfleet and the Federation because like they put his mother in prison and separated her from him, and he's been on the run from them, and he's been a loner his whole life and not trusting anybody, blah blah blah, right? So he's kind of that kind of stern and kind of like, oh, I'm not going to follow your rules and stuff. But by the end of the episode, he's smiling at everyone, and I know it seems like a small thing to say he's smiling, but that just does not fit with the way his character was put together as this very standoffish, doesn't want to get to know people. He literally says, I'm not going to be here for long. You know, he's not here to make friends, etc. He's very, very angry, and you know, he's got a lot of issues at the start. He's like ranting and raving in the first 5 minutes of the episode. He's very unhappy. He's a very unhappy person. By the end of the episode, he's smiling at everyone and getting along with everyone. And again, I feel like it should have taken him a little while to thaw off as a character, you know? But no, straight away, he's in with all these people and buddies with them now, and everything's great, and everything's... It just feels like his arc got accelerated a bit more than it should have, you know? And it's not that these characters aren't interesting, and they're written well otherwise, and they're acted well, you know, and I think they're clever, and I think they've got places they can go. It's just that I feel like they had more runway there, you know? Oh dear, my engines would be taken out. They should have been a bit more confident in their ability to tell a story. I don't know. But, you know, those are only small complaints, and overall, I liked it. I like the setup, I like the visuals, I like where I think it's going to be going. I'm not sure where it's going exactly. I'm really not sure where it's going. I like that it's low stakes. Like, it seems like the bad guy of the show is just a pirate. He's not here to destroy the universe, bring down the Federation, blow up the Earth. He's just a dick, you know? That has a bone to pick with some of the people in the show, and that's cool. I'm glad that I feel bad for this for Buki, I really do. I like that it's not universe-ending stakes all the time. Come on, Normandy, you got to take out my engines again. You just took them. You're killing me here, literally. Oh, I can keep shooting at you though. See if I can set you on fire. Oh, you're gonna sink. Oh, well done, whoever did that. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the new show, and I was a bit worried. I love the sound of my engines when they're offline. Listen to the. There you go, just clanking. There's some good Foley work. Ooh, what's going on down there? Sounds like someone outside in my garden banging some things around. I know I could fix my engines. I know I could. I like the clanking. Anyway, yeah, I was worried because I've kind of been burned before. I remember Stargate Universe, which was the last Stargate show that was made before it was cancelled. And it was in that era of TV shows when they were trying to be edgy, is the best way of putting it. So they would bring in a younger cast to be the main characters and lean more into the kind of the drama and the relationships. And did people get pregnant in that show? And there were love triangles and things. And so like they tried something, and it to be honest, it didn't work. But that was in the era where they went too far with that stuff, and they were, let's make all of our shows darker and edgier, but also like we'll try to appeal to the teens or whatever. They were already appealing to the teen, like they didn't need to do that stuff, but you know, Universe, by the way, I think began to find its footing just as it was cancelled, sadly, but there was a bit too much like YA drama in it, and not enough meat. Whereas this show, I feel, it's been many years since Universe came out, and I think writers, the industry, have found their footing, at least they certainly have with this show, where they have found a balance of, oh yeah, we can put drama in things, We just need to make it so that our characters aren't like unbelievably stupid and unrealistic. Ooh, good job there. Good job. Leander can be tricky. Oh, Ark Royal. You should have been torpedoed in port, sir. What are you doing out here? Anyway, Sammy liked the movie but never really watched the show. Sequest DSV. Yeah, man, bring that back. Bring Sequest back. More shows should have talking dolphins. That's all I'm saying. They retconned with the I think in the the TNG the Star Trek manuals, you know, the documentation that you could buy. I read some of them. My buddy bought all of them. I think in some of those there was a on the deck plans. This guy's done for. I'm going to turn around. This guy can sink him. I'm good. There was mention of cetacean ops. I think that's where it came from. And the idea being, so in Star Trek The Voyage Home, the movie, they travel back in time to San Francisco because in the future, the Earth is being destroyed by an alien automated probe. I'm going to get slaughtered by this Fuso, aren't I? Which is trying to contact humpback whales on Earth, because it turns out humpback whales are intelligent creatures and they've been talking to aliens this whole time. This Fuso's going to slaughter me. But we killed them all off, right? They're all dead. And because of this, the alien probe came to be like, yo, where are all the whales? And they were going to kill us all. So these guys, so Captain Kirk and co had to go back in time to before they went extinct and bring some to the future so that these whales could say to the alien probe, yo, it's cool. Stop destroying the planet. It's cool, bro. So in Star Trek, we've established that the whales are like properly intelligent, you know, creatures, like sentient, right? So certainly in Star Trek Lower Decks, the cartoon, and possibly in the TNG manuals, although I'm not sure about that, they added this concept of cetacean ops, which is like basically humpback whales serving on starships, right? And you literally see and interact with them in the cartoon, because it's a cartoon. You can do things like that. You don't need massive amounts of CGI money to accomplish that. I'm going to head over to B, because B's being attacked probably by their destroyer. So anyway, they've made that a proper thing now, and I think in Strange New Worlds you actually can go into cetacean ops, and I don't recall if you see the whales or not, but it's like a regular science room, but under the floor is like a big water tank, and I think it's more a case of like tell don't show. You don't really see the whales, but you figure that they're there. I was going somewhere with this. Oh yeah, the Sequest DSV thing, yes. So the point is, Star Trek does have talking whales, and they serve in Starfleet.
Concentrate fire on the
So that's... Yeah, there you go. Sequest DSV. You know who else had a talking whale? Or actually it was a dolphin. What was that Keanu Reeves film? The one that came out just before The Matrix in 1999. Began with M. It was pretty good. What was it called? He was like a data broker. It was like set in a cyberpunk future dystopia, and he was like a data broker who downloaded data into his brain in order to smuggle it places. And of course, he ends up getting his hands on something he shouldn't, and then he has to go on the run and join the rebels and blah blah blah. And there's like a super intelligent dolphin that can talk and hack. Obviously the dolphin's a hacker. Johnny Mnemonic, yeah, that was it. Dolphin was a fucking hacker. Man. Well, we've won. I think that destroyer I was after must be on the other side of the map, where someone last saw him. Yeah, there you go. There's some smoke way over there. He's over in the smoke. Well, I might as well capture this point. That'll make Sammy happy. Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic was a decent film. It was fun. I like the laser garrote the bad guy had at one point. Think of a garrote, but imagine that it works like a lightsaber, where like, you know, they pull it out and then they can just cut through things. It was cool. It was a cool weapon. Hey Corners, Chris, how's it going? Things are going well here. We're winning. Yeah, Sequest DSV was good. Yeah. I wonder if we'll see Cetacean Ops in Star Trek Academy. We'll see. We'll see. Ah, I can take a moment to relax now. The bad guy is on the other side of the map. He's nowhere near me. I don't have to worry. I can just sit here and capture B. Oh, you know what? We should all stretch. That's better. It's important to stretch and drink your tea. Oh my god, I'm getting a bit of a headache now. You know, we have been streaming for almost 3 hours. I should wrap it up soon. It's just been it's been nice to come back here and talk to you guys. For those who don't know, I skipped my past couple of streams. One of my family members passed away the other day. The funeral's tomorrow, so I took a few days off streaming. You know, but I wanted to come back at least today before the end of the week and say hello to everyone, have a chat, have a nice relaxing time. And after this, I'll be back on Tuesday with Helldivers because there's been a big update today. Actually, the big update was today. They've supposedly fixed some of the issues with stealth in that game, and they've added a war bond, basically a premium DLC pack with weapons and armor and stuff that is all based around stealth. So it's a lot of like suppressed weapons and things like that. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, my word. Even cold tea is still tea, still worth drinking. You know what? Considering I was paying no attention to the game and just telling a story, I did all right. Sometimes you just have to switch off your brain in video games and you'll win the game without even noticing what you were doing the whole time. A bit like people who say that they don't remember driving places because their brain kind of goes into autopilot. They'll be the best driver in the world, but they won't remember doing it, you know? The Koenigsberg is a really fun ship to play, and so is the Emil Burton. These two ships I really do enjoy. I very rarely pull them out, but I do really enjoy playing them. They're great ships. As opposed to this ship that I don't like very much. It's very long. It's not very maneuverable. It's hard to turn, and you can only fire your torpedoes out of its arse. So just like, I like my cruisers to be maneuverable, and it's just this thing's huge. Look how big it is. Look how long this thing is. You'd have to send a telegram from one end to the other. Anyway, what should I whip out here? Any suggestions? I feel like I should play that legendary ship again at some point, but I'm worried because it seems like you get put up against people with other legendary ships, and that's scary. I wasn't trying very hard earlier, to be fair. I was whatever I was doing, telling a story. I tell you what, look at this. Okay, so I don't know if it gets harder later on, but we're at like tier 13 of 100 now on the campaign, and we only just started it today. So theoretically, if it goes at the same speed, over the next 4 weeks, I'd get up to like maybe tier 50. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So maybe I will have to do something to speed that up. Oh, I like that you think I have a tier 4 Russian destroyer. You're very helpful. Should we look at all of my destroyers? Let's do that. Everything that isn't a premium. I've got 30. What were you asking for? A tier 4 Russian destroyer. Well, here's a tier 4 Russian destroyer, but it's got a different name. Let's go look at the ships. Ships. Hang on a minute. Were you asking for one of these? The Podovsky? This Subralubadubadu? Oh, it's a premium ship. Do I have it? I probably don't have it. I don't recognize the name. Da, 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 da. These are my premium destroyers. You can see them all here. You can. I only bought the kamikaze. The rest, I think, were just given to me. So these are all my premium destroyers. And they're mostly Campbelltowns. I don't know when the game gave me Campbelltowns. But it must have done. Yep, there you go. It isn't here, you're right. Was it a gift at some point when I wasn't playing the game, I assume? An ad break isn't starting soon, Seribot, but I appreciate your gumption. We can relax a bit now. I've got what? I've got 25 premium ships, so we'll just have a little scroll through them. The Kamikaze, Tirpitz, Warspite, Texas, Arizona, Iwaki, Comparable, the Leon, the Scharnhorst, the New Orleans W. I never know what the W stands for, but hang on, I got something in my eye. It looks nice, actually. That's a nice little rose decal. Does the W literally stand for white because it's painted white? Maybe. Oh, you know what? No, winter. Oh, fucking, it says it up there. I was looking at the bottom of the screen. Well, there you go. The Milwaukee, a ship I actually enjoyed playing. The Lugdunum, that's the frozen one, right? I unlocked it, played it once, didn't take it out again. I just need to get around to it. Come on, I want to look at it. It looks cool. It looks cool. I need to pull it out again. The Nottingham, which was a thing from the campaign. Again, took it out once. Just haven't bothered again. I'll get around to it. Are all of its... Yeah, all of its guns are at the front. That's interesting. Look at that. Huh. This dragon, I like this one because you can see the dragon decal on the side of the ship go under the water, and you can kind of look under the water and see it a little bit because it glows. So you can look under the water line and see it. It's kind of cool. I have no idea what this ship is. The Poltava. Alright, if you say so, mate. When did I get this ship? Is this ship any good? Apparently I've taken it out once. Never heard of it. The Nassau. Probably not. Hang on. Sounds familiar, but then it might just be that I've played against it. No, I don't. Is it a premium ship? Because we just looked through half of my premium ships. I like these. Speaking of threes, I like the Ganga, as I think I pulled it out there the other day. The Orion's a good ship. It's fast, and I feel like it punches above its weight. And surprisingly enough, once I got decent with it, this battleship's all right. Wait, hang on. 0 elite XP. I guess I dropped it the moment I finished with it. But I surprisingly, depending on who you're up against, it can do quite decently. Once you kind of get used to the fact that it's not the best in the bunch, right? And you work around its weaknesses. Here's my German premium battleship, which we will take out because you made me feel like it, and apparently I've brought it out like twice or something. Where did I even get this? Why do I have this ship? I never buy ships, so I never know where I get them from. What is happening? I pressed battle, you heard the music, but nothing happened. And I don't have control of the UI anymore. Literally, oh, this is fun. What's happening now? I've been disconnected from the server. What do you mean inactivity? We weren't inactive for more like, I don't know. What? What are you talking about, inactivity? Let me tell you something, right? When I get set up for these streams, I often sit on the main menu for World of Warships for 20 minutes and do nothing because I've got everything set up and I'm ready to go. And I mean, come on, how long were we out of a match just now? Maybe 6 minutes. It wasn't very long. Inactivity, my ass. Come on. Inactivity. That was a bit weird, wasn't it? That was weird. Come on, that was like 6 minutes. Inactivity. Oh, these guys. How much do you play this game, Fall Guy? Because I get the impression that you probably have all of these ships, and you have a lot more than I do. You can tell I'm getting a bit tired because I'm going quiet. I like to follow the radio rules, like radio host rules when I host something, where like silence is the worst thing you can ever possibly have on radio, right? You always have to have something. If you're not talking, you're playing music. If you're not playing music, you have to be talking. I'm just gonna wing my way to the left-hand side of the map and see what happens. Oh no, I'm yawning. Very engaging, high energy content, guys. Oh, do you know, Fleet Commander, Supreme Commander Thor? Oh, that's a joke you won't get. Fair play. I think I don't know what I have. I think I can check. I think I can check on the Xbox app on PC or something. Oh, you know what it is? Every time I launch this game, it tells me how many hours I have in it. You know when you launch it from the... God, am I being bombed already? I am. I don't know. I might be something like 35 hours. No, it has to be more than that. Surely I played more than that. It has to... Yeah, it has to be more than 35 hours. That would be... Oh, you know what it might be? It might be something stupid like 30 days or something. That would make more sense, right? 30... It's weird that it gives you in days and not just straight hours. But 30 days worth sounds a bit more reasonable. You know what? I was going to go through here, right? But if you actually look... I'm going to slow down for just a moment. Because I would be the only guy out front. Everyone's behind me. I do have the Britannia over here, and I know I'm intentionally pronouncing it wrong. I want to go out there, but only with him. Basically, I'm headed towards A. If you look on the minimap, all of my colleagues are behind cover. And A, like, it's this big circle, this big open area. And we now know that there's a destroyer in there. Although, where must... Oh, Jesus, I've turned too far to the left. Hang on. Where must he be if he can't see me? He must be in, like, B6, right on the edge. He must be, like, right back there. Well, he can see me now, but, you know. I don't know how well this is going to go. Oh, no, it was a cruiser. Just a cruiser that we couldn't see. All right. Well, I don't know how well this is going to go. The cruiser's setting us on fire. My argument, my excuse is that this is basically the first time I've taken this ship out. Certainly the first time in, I don't know, a year or something. I've taken it out once before, apparently. Am I being hit by 3 guys or just 2? Anyway, I decided to give it a go. Ooh, that's a good cruiser. Wait, is he reversing? I can't tell what he's doing. Oh, there goes my health. I mean, I'm going to put the fire out, but I suspect he'll just set me on fire again. But there's not much one can really do about it. This, I know it's a 3. It just feels slightly... slightly weak. But I am getting shot up by just everything, actually. 3 battleships and a cruiser are trying to kill me off, so... This is what I was concerned about. I was hoping that there'd be less of them, granted. But I figured if I could come in here with my Britannia buddy that we might be okay. But no.
That was a great battle. The ship is on fire.
Was it? Was it a great battle? I'm waiting for the Duguay Truant to finish me off. Oh well. At least I scratched him a bit. Well, it'll be another year before I take that out again. Oh, I forgot. This is the annoying game. You know, in World of Tanks, when you die, there's just one button you press to, like, return to the main menu. This one, you have to... Let's open the menu up. Return to port. Are you sure you want to... Oh, we're sharing kill. Yeah, okay. Let's look at kill death ratios. Why not? Because mine's okay, I think. I don't know. Service record. Now let's see. What is it? Statistics. In standard, here we are. Kill death 1.41. That's not terrible, right? That's all right. That's okay. I'm happy. I'm always happy if it's at least, you know, even. As long as it's not below 1, I'm happy. Same thing with my win rate. 50-50, 51%. I'm happy with that. You win some, you lose some. It's like flipping a coin. Oh, yep, that's right. I'm the best player in the game. You heard it here first. Seems I mostly play 4s. Is that because the Kamikaze is a 4, to be fair? Highest battle achievements, warships destroyed 5. Damaged 163,000. That was also in the Kamikaze. It's funny, in my entire time playing the game, I've only ever had a single draw. How do you draw in this game? You can draw quite often in World of Tanks. That does happen. But in this game, it seems extremely rare. How do you draw in this game? Huh. Anyway. Back to the game, because we'll be wrapping up pretty soon. You've had 7 draws. How do you draw? You'd have to have equal points and have the clock run out, I guess. It's just so rare. I guess it's so rare. It's only ever happened to me once. Just making stupid mouth noises. I don't know. What have we got here in the section? You know what? We've not taken out the Fuso today at all. Wait, hang on. Oh, we've finished. We've gotten past the Fuso now. That's why we're not taking it out. The Nagato. Wait, wasn't that one? Hang on a minute. I didn't do... that was the one that was in my dailies, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, it is. I don't like it very much. It's got a terrible spread. All right, well, you know what? We've not done our daily yet. Let's give it a go. Maybe this time we'll get lucky, right? Yeah, I like to follow the rules of radio. You've got to constantly be talking. You can have a few seconds rest, but people come here, they don't come here to watch the gameplay, I'll tell you that much. So I assume they come here for the personality, right? Oh my god. Churches smell nice, don't they? You ever been in a church? They smell great. Why do churches smell so nice? This is the conversation you get if you come here. I mean, I love the architecture in churches, but it's the smell. There's just something about the really old wood and whatever they use to, like, the linseed oil or whatever they put on the wood and to make it smell nice. And all the candles and all the old stuff.
Let's do this.
Whatever they use to make the place smell nice. Jesus. Good luck indeed. I don't know. Look at the map. I'm over here with this destroyer and that's it. I mean, it's a Gepard. Great. I'm just going to wish people good luck. I'm going to try to get behind this island and shoot in this direction. It's a toss-up because their entire team is either going to come over here, in which case I'm done for, or maybe they won't. But they do have 4 destroyers. So I think I'm going to get sunk by a destroyer, aren't I? What have they got? Fubuki? These Dusha faults. I've never heard of them before, but suddenly they're all showing up. Anyway, what's everyone going to get up to over the weekend? That's my question. That's one of my last questions for you. I'm going to a cafe on Sunday to a crafting meetup where people bring crafts. Except for me, because all of my crafts aren't really doable in a cafe. They wouldn't appreciate me bringing a big sheet of plywood and a skill saw. Ha! You missed! And I wasn't even dodging. Boats? You're gonna do boats. Fair enough. Watch out for splinters. I'm really concerned about how few enemies we've spotted so far. There is one battleship, but I think maybe the majority of their team did in fact go the other way. I feel like their aircraft carrier knows that, and they're coming after us because they know that a lot of their team have left or are in the process of leaving.
Oh, look! Fire!
Well, I
This
might
is
as well
fine.
put that out. Does he have enough fuel to come around for another pass? No, he doesn't. Alright, this isn't going to go well, I feel. Oh, and Higua. Oh, great.
Heads up! Here's your big shiny
Hey, little
console.
Shepard, don't you dare leave me alone with this Higua. Oh, God. Well, we know one of their destroyers is over here, too. I think those torpedoes were aimed at me. We do have some...
You could provide fire support.
Absolutely. Watch this incredible aim that my gunnery men have. Oh, perfect. Good straddling. Well done. My aim here is to get behind this rock now. There's not a lot I can do. They certainly have a destroyer over here. We know where 3 of them are, but not where the 4th one is. And there goes one. And we know the Higua's here. Ah, there it is. It's over there. Oh, but we have a destroyer moving in against it. Still, I would really like him to get it sooner rather than later, because he's going to send another volley of torpedoes my way, which means I have to drastically change course, which I probably should be doing anyway, because I'm showing my broadside off to this Higua, which is not wise. Oh, there we go. There he is. The Benson. Tell you what.
Heads up!
We're swinging hard to port now to hopefully confuse the Benson. Oh no, the Benson's oh, turning towards me. Uh-oh. Well, that was, he finished off my fella.
Here's our target.
Well, it's all over. Benson's going to get into cover before we can do much, sadly. Oh, he did fire a volley off at me. What do you reckon? Am I going to hit him? I scratched him.
There goes the turret. Again.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, stuff and things. Alright, at this point, we're just going to have to go after the Higua. Might as well use a repair. I'll never get another chance.
Kindly direct all your fire to the target. Thanks.
Alright. Shall we... let's just go bow on with this guy and minimize damage. Oh, he's focusing on the other guy. Go on. I want to swing to the right in a sec here. Let's see. So, Fall Guy is going to be spending the weekend trying to convince Sam to live stream. Why have I stopped moving? What the lag is definitely not my internet, and I know that because amongst other things I'm streaming, and I have very good internet. So it must be the host. Oh, good shooting, Tex. I'm not in the position I would like to be to chase this guy down. Because my guns are pointing in the other direction. Oh, what's their aircraft carrier doing? Uh-oh.
Feel free to support me with fire.
My colleague is dead. The Ranger's getting boned. Let's finish him off rapidly because he's going to send all kinds of stuff after me. And I just want him off the table so I can focus on this battleship. Or that may have been a bit too far forwards. Alright, that guy's going to sink. Moving on. Good, good, good.
Focus fire on
Oh,
that
yeah.
warship.
Excellent.
Clearly
I don't know if I'm going to survive this, especially as I'm a little bit overextended, if I'm honest. There's 2 battleships here that are going to engage me now. I am going to run away. I'm going to spin around, get some distance, and shoot out of my arse. And hope that I don't lose too much health in the meantime while I'm doing that. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, look! Fire!
Alright,
This is
new
fun.
plan. We're going to keep our broadside on the Higua and try and lay into him with our guns and then spin around to the left. If and when he dies, unless he gets a really good shot on me first, which he may do. Yeah, he did do. Assisted by these really sexy planes, but there he goes, blowing up down there. These are some really nice planes, look at those. And the game's frozen, which means it's about to crash. Whenever it freezes up like that, Yep, there it goes again. It's about to crash. When it crashes, I'll reload it. Oh. There we go. "33 days, 3 hours, and 49 minutes." That's what it said when I loaded the game back up. That's how long I've played this game for. 33 days and 3 hours. However many hours that is, I don't know. Probably it seems like too much. So, and Beans is going to be playing Helldivers. That makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. I have some very large annual bills that went out this week, so I can't buy the war bond. So I'll just farm for super credits like everyone else. Get it that way. I'm in no rush. I want to wait and see if it's going to be any good before I get it. And I have plenty of other war bond stuff I need to continue working through anyway. Isn't it weird how this game crashes sometimes? And it always crashes in the same way, where like it'll freeze up momentarily and then work and then freeze and then work and then it'll just crash to desktop. You know, I'm getting hungry. I'm going to play one more game because my tummy is literally rumbling. It's 2 p.m. I need to get something to eat. But let's have another match. Let's wrap it up. We can't end on a crash, can we? Oh, my word. Game is taking its sweet time to load, isn't it? Good old Xbox. Oh, there's music now. Does the new Xbox have an SSD in it? I don't know. I've not even looked into the new one. I just don't need a console anymore. Except for playing this game, you know. It must have an SSD, right? It must have an SSD, surely. Probably. Oh, yes. I'm hearing yes. The word on the street is yes. Good. Good. You shouldn't partition your SSDs. Unless you want to. I'm not your dad. Extremely fast compared to the old console. Yeah, good. Good, I should think so and all. I mean, realistically, the hard drive speed is not the reason that this game is as slow as it is, because let's be honest, hard drives, when they're at the top of the game, are reasonably fast. Even SATA 2 is reasonably fast. I mean, this game is not the most hardcore high-end thing in the world. I don't know why it loads so slowly. There's something about the system. Something somewhere is very poorly optimized. Oh yeah, here's that game we were in when it crashed. Remember this one?
5 minutes to mess it up, or not.
I don't know. Who's going to win? Them on points, I suspect. Well, I don't care. I'm out. Yeah. What is this about hot tubs? Did you actually buy a hot tub? Are you installing a hot tub? I like how there's no icon here. Oh, there we go. Hang on, I'm going to try and remember Fall Guy's name. It begins with L. It's short. It's not Liam. It's not Liam, right? It's I'm really bad with names. I'm thinking. I don't remember. It's not Liam, right? Am I close? Was I close? I feel like it's short and it begins with L. Yeah. That's what I said. L. L-E. Lee? Is it just Lee? I knew it was short. I was really close with Liam. I knew it was really short and it began with L. Oh, man. Leech. You know, there are some people that have pet leeches and let them feed off them. It's weird. I mean, it's not... I say it's weird. It's not that weird, I guess. I don't know. There are weirder things.
Go. Let's take 'em down.
All right, let's roll. Finest ship in the fleet. Any of you guys... This is very unlikely, but any of you guys play Terra Invicta? That's my question. You probably shouldn't. It's this niche... kind of 4X-y aliens are invading the solar system, hard sci-fi, very long campaign, lots of managing economy stuff, handling world affairs, national nations, and designing and building ships and researching and trying to fight the aliens, building mining outposts on the hundreds of asteroids and moons and things and planets in the solar system. It's all trying to be realistic. It's made by the guys that made the Long War mod for XCOM 1 and 2, and if you know those mods, which are very highly regarded, and I love them, I think they're excellent. It really is a long war. They make those games last longer. They add a bunch of really fun mechanics to the games and content, but they also... I'm cutting it really tight here, I shouldn't be. They also make the game last way longer. And oh boy, they went away, formed their own studio, made their own game, their own passion project, and they were like, yeah, let's make it so that you have to play like 100-hour campaign. And maybe maybe you fucked up 80 hours ago. And you don't know the game well enough to realize it yet. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to lay smoke here. We're going to get seen. Just gonna swing some torpedoes where I think he's going to drive, turn and run. You remember just now when I was saying that like I was in too far and I should have cut out a little bit? That was the reason, because I was getting so close to a lot of land. Am I going to hit him? I fucking hit him and all. I hit the fucking fella. Yeah, I was let's use this opportunity to get some distance because he's a fast ship. I was getting too close, and I thought something like that was going to happen. I was going to spot someone coming around the corner and not be able to get away in time. I'm going to get out of visual range long before he moves through this smoke, so I'm not too worried. It's going to be tricky to spin around to fire torpedoes at him, though. I'll need to get a little bit of... can I maybe just get a volley off? He's dying, though. I could just shoot him, honestly. Do you reckon I'll kill him? Okay. I don't often fire my guns, but, I mean, when you have an opportunity like that, you might as well, right? Of course I've played XCOM. It's one of my favourite games. I mean, not the original. I'll be honest, I didn't play the original XCOM. But I played XCOM Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within, the new rebooted 1 and 2, and they are excellent games. And I've only ever heard good things about the original XCOM. I've just never gotten around to playing it. What is with this little posse of ships we've got here? What is going on? You're all just kind of hanging out. You're going a little road trip together. I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate the company, but look at the map. Our whole team are hanging out here, and then there's the aircraft carrier over there, and that's it. Jesus, you know what?
Torpedoes dead ahead. Get moving quick.
I don't want to do this, but I feel like there's an attack destroyer coming this way, and these guys, I don't feel like these guys are going to handle it, Not that I'm necessarily going to be able to handle it either. Where is he going? Is he going... Right, there's only one destroyer.
We're taking it slow from here.
And he's coming down through sea around here. Phoenix Point. Why does that sound familiar to me? Is that is that an XCOM style game? Is that why it sounds familiar? I haven't tried it. But yes, do tell me. Right, I'm concerned. I don't really want to be fighting a destroyer here, but I did want to... Well, I don't like my odds here fighting a T-22, if I'm honest. But we're just going to have to roll it with it and hope it works out. For some reason, he's not firing at us yet. He's about to. My guns... Oh, wow. Was he even looking at the game at that point? He just drove into that thing. All right, well, never mind. The tables have turned somewhat now. We have a relatively open map. They do have an aircraft carrier, and that is going to be a problem. But at this point, I really can... Don't turn towards me, Colbert. Don't turn towards me. You reckon he's going to kick in his engines at some point? He can't be going at top speed. I'm not going to hit him. Yeah, I'm going to have to keep swinging left. Otherwise he'll spot me. Where's their aircraft carrier, do you reckon? Let's keep a look at the map here. And it's really unfortunate that I can't torpedo this guy. Where's their aircraft carrier? Oh, I may have gotten a bit close. Hang on. Come on. Pull away. Pull away. There we go. Oh, he's coming from down there. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, we'll go after the aircraft carrier. Because I feel like he's the biggest threat to me right now. All these other ships, I can outrun them. But the aircraft carrier could harass me and hit me with bombs and sink me quite easily if he wanted to. I really don't want to turn this close to this. I'm looking at the minimap and trying to stay out of visual range of the Corvair over there. But I'm pretty sure this guy's behind one of these rocks. He may even be all the way down in the corner. This torpedo plane is about to see me, unfortunately, which is...
Oh, no.
Yeah, that sucks. Because now he's going to try and sink me. Alright, where is he? I'm going to have to evasive maneuvers on this guy. No? Is he swinging around to come and get me from the other side? They're going to know I'm here regardless. Yeah, he's swinging around to get me from there.
The enemy's got the lead for now, but not for long.
Where do we think... Alright, let's just see if we can survive these torpedoes. We have to hit the brake for a moment to let the torpedoes past because we're going to have to swing around reasonably hard. Come on, kick in the engines, because he's going to come around for a side volley. He wants to try and get us in the side when we are... Ooh, that's a good shot. You reckon that'll hit me? Oh, there we go. Dodged it. I reckon he's up on the other side of this island running away. Oh, no, he's down here. He's in a hull show, though. Fast ship. That guy could outrun me if he had already gotten moving. I'm still concerned, though. Where are his planes? Alright, they're up here. I'm going to try to... are they landing? They might just be landing. Alright, oh, he's got the bomber planes on me now. He's turning to run, so he is. He is running. Seeing as he's speeding up a little bit. Alright, let's get the guns on him. Oh, I missed. He slowed down, cheeky sod. He slowed down. Well, I've got 18 seconds to spare here. Why don't we sit together, you and I, for 13 seconds? I mean, he's just driving his ship at this point, so, you know. None of his colleagues can shoot at me. This is a really weird one. He's going to launch some planes. Yep. He's going to launch some planes. Alright, we're going to have to outrun his torpedo planes again, and then we can turn around and engage the enemy. We'll go capture A if we can. I mean, unless we get hit by a torpedo, it's very possible. This guy's got a lot of fuel right now, because we're right next to where he just launched. I'm sorry I'm not reading chat, but you know. This will be my last game of the day. I want to put on a good show. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Ah, that was interesting. That was very interesting. Oh, I'm not the last guy in the game.
No more boosts.
Where's
We're
he
taking
going?
it slow from here.
Where's he going? I don't want to get too close to the island. I need room to maneuver. Let's let the rudder level out. Swing in. Just slow down for a moment. Let those torpedoes pass. Where's he going to be coming in from? My right.
Hey, 5 minutes left.
Alright,
Let's
let's
hurry
get
if
going
we wanna
again
win.
so that we are actually moving. And that was his last chance, I think, because that was a very poor drop. He would have lined up better if he had more time. I don't know, maybe he still has a couple of planes. You know what I could be doing? I could actually be turning on the anti-aircraft. I always have it turned off. Oh no, he's gone. Alright. Anti-aircraft gives you away when you're in smoke and stuff, so I always leave it off.
Got it. Leave it to me.
Alright. Okay. I reckon we've won on points here. I'll capture A. How's our cruiser buddy doing? What, I can't actually see him from here, but he's over there somewhere. Alright, let me read chat for a minute and hope the enemy... Well, hope the enemy isn't getting too close. You think it might be better than XCOM? That's a tough sell. I love XCOM. I'm a huge fan. The XCOM Enemy Unknown, the XCOM 1 soundtrack, is so incredibly good. And the one from the second game is a little bit disappointing. So I got the mod that changes the second game's music to be the first game's music. And oh, chef's kiss. Incredible. It's so rare that I get really into a video game soundtrack. It's rare that there's one that is really good. But God, that soundtrack is just... Every single track is on fire. It's amazing. It's so good. God damn, that soundtrack is good. I listen to it in the shower sometimes. But yeah, no, I'll totally try Phoenix Point. If it's that style of game and if it really is that good, you know, definitely. God, those XCOM games are great. XCOM 2 was good. It was. I wouldn't play it without the Long War mod because it added some really great mechanics that I think really just complement the game very well, and I just wouldn't play it without it. But even as is, it was a good game. Oh, there's the Corvair. Hello, hello. You have all the XCOM games. What was the first XCOM called? The original? I can't remember the name. UFO Defense, right? It was called XCOM UFO Defense. I must get around to playing it. I'm worried about the cruiser. I'm worried that the cruiser's going to be coming straight for me. Or actually, maybe the cruiser is the guy in C at the moment, because the Corvair was a bit behind it last we saw. All right, let's swing down here. We're still winning on points for now. I mean, it's not like they're going to capture A and B again. They could sink us if we're not smart, if we're stupid. All right, hello. And a big volley right there. Like, I've got a bit of terrain to my right, so I need to be aware of that. And you know what? This guy's reasonably speedy. Let's kick in the engines and just make sure we can get where we need to go. So I have the problem of not being able to swing hard right the way I'd like to stay out of visual range. So I'm going to just have to eyeball it for a second and really finesse it. There we go. Oh, I hit him. How? Alright, well, you're done for. There we go.
Well done, friend.
Alright, Corvair, I do not like your odds, I'm going to be honest. He could sneak out from behind a rock or something, but do you reckon we can capture C? We can get a bit danger close to him, but this Fur Attacker, oh, no wonder he's alive. Fur Attacker's a great ship. You say GG, you never know, he could kill us both. What if he sinks me because I get too close to him and he gets lucky? And then what if the other cruiser decides to try? I've played games in the past, right, where everyone's been dead except for like one cruiser, and he's winning on points, and there's 10 seconds left in the game, and all he has to do is not get killed, just continue to hide. And I've seen him turn around and drive straight at a battleship and lose with like 2 seconds left in the match for no reason at all. There's absolutely no reason for him to have done that. It was an easy win for us. Just like ending the match on points. So you know what? I always hold off, because you really never know what people are going to do. No need to get too close. No, that's not. That's what have you done with Sammy? Sammy would say you should capture C no matter what. That's what the real Sammy would say. Defense was 1993. I was learning the alphabet in 1993. 10 seconds. Oh, come on. I want to sink a battleship.
We were heroes today, weren't we?
Never even saw the guy. You reckon he was just hiding? Oh, well, I tried. Did my best. Sorry, you can hear me popping all of my joints. That's number wang. You can never see me when I'm at the top because of the thing I've got turned on. Where are we up to on the thing? I get to it from here? How do I have to go out here? Go into my Campagni. I don't know. There we go. We're does it get harder as you go along? I bet it probably does. It scales, right? The first 10 levels are probably dead easy. Well, we got to 13 anyway, didn't we? Oh, I had a C64, and then I gave it to my younger cousin when I got a real computer, and he proceeded to break it. Tell you what, though, if you like Commodore 64 stuff, there is a friend of mine. You can look on my profile at the bottom, the recommended other streamers. He's called Ponder RPG, and he streams every week, and he's all retro games on original hardware. I mean, he does have a Mister, but he also has a C64, and he'll do request nights and stuff. So anything you like. And he's fun to watch, and he's really good on that thing. I guess he's been playing those things since he was a kid. I always found playing on those things to be really tricky, but he is shockingly skilled at these games, which makes it more fun to watch, and he's a good guy. So yeah, there you go. There's my request. Recommendation. It's not a request. Anyway, he's cool. He was the one that inspired me to start streaming, because I didn't really ever bother to watch streams, and then I found out that he streamed, and then I watched some of his streams, and they were engaging and fun, and I thought, fuck it, I should do this as well. So, it's getting a bit late now. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. It's time to stop. I'm going to go have lunch. I will be back on Tuesday with Helldivers 2, which has the sexy hot new update, so that should be really interesting. There's new weapons. There's a new mission type called Commando something or other, and we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to try that because it's the new thing. But I'll also be doing some of the other stuff in that game that I've not done yet that everyone else has. So you're not just going to see the problem when a game brings out a new update and you want to go and watch people streaming the game is they're all just doing the exact same thing, right? They're all just playing the update content and nothing else. So I will play some of the update content, but I will also, spread things out a bit and do something else. Because if the update content isn't your thing, you're kind of screwed for about a week or two while everyone gets it out of their system, you know what I mean? But yeah, hey Beans, are you going to be around at 6 a.m. your time, 11 a.m. my time, Tuesday, to play Helldivers? Now we're all just going to sit quietly and wait for Beans to reply. This is engaging content. Beans may have left already. I can't believe that it's 6 a.m. when Beans plays Helldivers with us. 6 a.m. He may be gone. I think he's gone. Thanks, Lee, Fall Guy. Thanks, Leech. And yeah, take care, Sammy. Yeah, it was good to hang out with you guys. I'll let you go now. Tuesday, Helldivers. Wednesday, World of Tanks. Thursday, World of Warships.